Calls delay again against the Rockets. Number 14, Josh Clarkson, the ball carrier, brought down by number 62 and number 15 for the Marauders.
You get a team like us who we got a guy that hasn't played much quarterback. There's not a lot of play calls for first and 20. So right there, they just try to hit a ball off and just see if Josh can just bounce out and get something, make something out of nothing.
Brings up second down for the Rockets.
It's a big thing. You don't want to fumble the ball right here or have a turnover. But I still think you let Bailey throw the ball.
Yeah, at some point you're going to have to. 4 wide again. Clarkson to the right of Ousley in a shotgun. Ousley back to pass this time. Looking deep. Has a man. Roger Woods. He's held, and there's the flag.
Yeah,
there we go. There we go. Got him. So that's going to be pass interference. Be an automatic first down and a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, nice route by Roger Woods. And a good ball by Bailey Ousley. Just kind of put it up underneath there and let Bailey Roger run underneath of it. And Bailey's a clear holding right there. You saw his jersey kind of stretch out right there in front of us. Nice call by the official.
Well, and number 12 probably saved a touchdown because Roger Woods had him beat.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't hold right there and Roger catches that, he's behind the safeties. And there's a whole lot of green grass in front of him.
And I think Megs wasn't expecting a pass right there just because of our quarterback situation. But so that's just a 10-yard penalty there. I was thinking that was going to be a first down. So brings up second down and 5, Matt.
Yeah, I just noticed that myself, Nate. Correct.
That's been a spot foul or a 15-yard. Yeah, 15
Yeah,
yard
but 15 yards was first in a bunch. So Ousley in the shotgun. Clarkson offset to his right, 4 wide. No, I'm sorry, twins to the left. Hand off to Clarkson. Trying to find room on the left-hand edge. Breaks loose initially, and he's going to get a few yards. Get up across the 45-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down. Looks like they're going to mark that about the 47.
Sykes did a good job right there, holding the block on the edge. As a wide receiver for Josh, giving just a little bit of room to run around the edge for enough for a first down.
So the Rockets got something going here.
Out there on the edge, it's tough blocking in space out there, and I'll give him some credit right there. Did a good job keeping his arms locked. Didn't hold when the receiver, when the DB tried to pull away.
So twins to the right. Roger Woods wide to the left. Clarkson offset to the left of Ousley. Ousley takes a snap, and he'll keep it himself, and he'll try to get the left-hand side. Breaks loose initially, and he'll get tackled for a loss.
Man, he's going to fill that one. Yeah, Megs came up and thought they had to stop for a loss, but he did a jump cut, and it's pretty quick. Did a nice job not losing a lot of yards. Still lost about a yard, but potentially we could have been a 3 or 4 yard loss on that first down.
So instead, it's just a loss of about 2. So that'll take it back to the Rocket 45, be 2nd and 12.
And Megs is just selling out. They're run blitzing.
Yeah, I'd try that go route again to Roger here pretty soon because they're playing tight on him, one up, and only one high safety.
They're 3 yards off the ball right now, 1 high safety.
So somebody will be open if they try it. Ousley in a shotgun, hand off to Clarkson. Clarkson finds room to the right-hand side. Give him a good gain on second down. And that'll get it inside Megs territory at the 49. So that'll be a gain of about 7.
Our line's doing a good job tonight, Matt. You just giving him some room to run.
Yeah.
And Josh does a good job just being patient and finding a little seam and getting a nice little gain there on second down. So
that's the end of the first quarter. We didn't take a commercial break at all. So we better take one now. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. 6-0. Megs on top. We'll be right back for the second quarter after this.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. Apply today at belisiofoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO foods.com/careers.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
Come see the friendly faces at Gas and Stuff in Hamden for great deals on your favorite stuff. Gas and Stuff offers
we just had some tough, we're struggling catching the ball. And
that's going to kill us, man.
Right there is going to kill us.
And it's at some point, I wonder if you're not better served to play Bailey Ousley in a slot and bring DJ Hudson in.
Yeah.
Because you got to be able, you're going to to win this game, you're going to have to be able to throw the football.
Roger, you got some good guys out there that have good hands, but.
So the Rockets back on defense. Cleveland's going to be in the shotgun with Blackston offset to his left. Trips to the wide side of the field up right. Cleveland back to pass. Has a man, Hudson, on a go route. This time he catches it. And Roger Woods is going to corral him and get him out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. And there's a late flag come in.
Again, what happened there?
And horse collar? Probably going to call a horse collar tackle.
So they understood, they saw the advantage they had on that last play, Matt, when they went deep right there, and they missed it. As far as Hudson not catching the ball right there, he catches the ball, makes a big play. And Hudson can absolutely fly.
And he's so fast, and he had to do the same thing on that play that he did the other ball.
Yeah.
It was just he outrun the route. He was a little bit underthrown.
It's a personal foul. Face mask.
It's going to be a face mask against the Golden Rockets. So they're going to have it first down, half the distance to the goal, be on the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I think Roger Woods right there was just trying to grab a hold of anything to keep from scoring. I don't think that was anything intentional. It was just like, hey, what do I got to stop? How can I stop him from scoring? A big hustle play, not giving up the touchdown after him catching that big pass.
Yeah, Griffin Hudson's the fastest guy on the field.
Now I think as a defense, you got to cheat a guy over. When right now it's not going to make a big deal because he can't go too deep right now, but still.
So in the shotgun is Cleveland. Play fake, and he's going to be brought down by number 54, Ethan Case.
Man, big
on the
play
quarterback
there.
sack.
That right there, Matt, can be the contender for hit of the game, the Monroe collision hit of the game right there. Big play by Ethan Case, man. He's a junior. He steps up and game after game, does a great job. D-line's playing pretty well, all things considered. Yeah. I mean, you look at the offensive line for Megs, and you're thinking they're going to give us a hard time. But we've really we've caused Megs to really struggle to have any kind of success or consistency in offense. Our athleticism up front is really taking advantage of
So
Their size.
Trips to the right. Cleveland in the shotgun. Going to be tossed right to Blackston. Trying to find room on the right-hand edge. Cuts it up inside, and he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Mark it down at probably the 1 yard line if my eyes don't deceive me. And we got a player down, a Rocket down on the far side of the field. Couldn't see who that was.
Try to get a number.
11, Bailey Ousley. That's not good.
So he's been struggling with is it bruised collarbone? Is that what his piece?
Yeah,
They're going to call an injury timeout here and have him come off the field, looks like.
Yeah, he broke his collarbone in the preseason, and we got him back a couple weeks ago. He went out last week in what they call a bruised collarbone. So Achilles Ward will check in for him on defense, and he's favoring that left arm. I think his right one is the one that he broke, so trainer will take a look at him and see what's going on. Hopefully he can go, man, because that's a big piece if he can't.
Yeah, Achilles Ward is a freshman. That's one the guys we talked about, Matt, that he'll come in and he'll hit. He's not afraid to hit.
So Megs was having trouble on the substitution, had to take a timeout because they were about out of time. We'll take a quick 30 seconds. I'm Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. We'll be right back after the timeout.
You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Dave Strickland will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Dave Strickland in Wellston at 740-384-2809 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1955.
Wellston Golden Rockets Sports on 105.3 The Game.
All right, Rocket fans, we're back coming out of the timeout. If you're just joining us, 9:49 left in the second quarter. Megs on top 6-0, but they're threatening to have the ball at the 1 yard line. So the Rockets trying to make a defensive stand here.
And the Rockets have done a great job tonight, Matt. I think coming in, and I think they're overplaying expectations right now.
Yeah.
And I think last week, like we said earlier, they've got some confidence with the way they held up to Athens. Tonight, this is probably one of the best games I've seen them play.
So Cleveland will be in the shotgun. Blackston offset to his right. That's the tight side of the field. Takes a snap. RPO. Cleveland just keep it. He's going to be stuffed. Or no, they're going to say he got in. Man, that's awful close. Referee at the far side of the field say he crossed. All in all, that was a pretty good defensive play by the Rockets. They hawked to the ball.
Yeah, the Rockets made him earn it right there.
So that's another 6 for Megs, pending the point after. And they must not have much of a place kicking game at all. They're just going to go for, well, they missed it the last time, so definitely going to go for 2 this time. But
yeah, so 9:43 left to go in the second quarter for those listening on the radio. It's 12-0 Megs, lined up for 2-point conversion.
So Cleveland will be in the shotgun. Twins to the left. Takes a snap, going to toss left to Blackston. Reverse to Griffin Hudson. Now he's looking to throw it. And it's going to be incomplete, broken up by number 2, Roger Woods. So pretty good defense on the back end for the Rockets, Nate.
Yeah, a nice job right there, because a lot of times when you have younger players out there, they see that play action go away from them, Matt. They'll lose containment. They'll just dive down. Right there, the Rockets did a good job staying home. And that way, when Cleveland come or the receiver come around the backside, they're there. Good job of being fundamentally sound right there and not letting them get the 2-point conversion. That could be come back to be a big deal there, Matt. If we get a couple touchdowns on the board,
yeah,
they can come back to haunt them.
Main thing right now, and this normally this isn't a point of nerves for me, but take care of the kickoff.
Yeah, take care of the kickoff. And then play clean. You go out there and hit and be as physical as you can during the play. But when that whistle stops, or that whistle blows, stop, walk away, get your teammates, get the play, and focus on the next play. Don't focus on chirping, pushing, shoving. Senior night, this is still a winnable game, even though we're down 12 points right now.
Right, clean up the mistakes, and one of those touchdowns was basically handed to him.
Yep.
In more ways than one, literally. We had a player just take the ball out of the hands of our return guy on a kickoff, set him up with a short field. So Grayson Seitz will be the deep man for the Rockets. Just up in front of him, Scotty Davis, flanked by Jay Deck and Aiden Arthur. So Blackston has the ball on the tee at the 40. And it's been a line drive kicked right at Broadway every time. We'll see if he does anything different here.
Let's see if Grayson.
Nope, it's going to be the same thing. This time bounce to Scotty Davis. He'll catch it at the 35. Cuts up inside, has a little bit of a seam, and we'll start with good field position, as that ball's going to be marked at about the 43.
I'm surprised. I figured they'd try to kick back to Grayson to see if maybe they could get another strip fumble. So Wellston will take over a really good field position here at the 47.5-yard line. 48.
Yeah, I think that's close enough. We're nosing the footballs on the 48.
Right in front of us. Their own 48.
I'm sorry, 43. PJ on stats.
43.
Stat man helping us out.
That big 50. Yeah, see it right there.
So Clarkson offset to Ousley's right. He's back in the ball game. Twins to the right. Play fake. Nope, it's going to be Bailey. Ousley's going to keep it. Has a right-hand edge, and he'll be driven out of bounds after a gain of about 2. That'll get it to the 45, bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Megs does a good job closing there on the edges. Just when Bailey thinks there's going to be something, they do a good job scraping his linebackers and coming in and not letting him get a big run right there, getting around the edge.
Snap came in just a little bit high. I think that might have been supposed to go to Clarkson, and Bailey had to just take it himself. So bring up 2nd and 8 from the 45. Roger Woods is going to go wide to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Twins to the right. Sights in the slot. Scotty Davis H back behind the left tackle. Clarkson offset to the left of the quarterback. Takes a snap, hands off to Clarkson, coming back the other side. Has a right-hand edge, and he'll be driven out of bounds, and we're going to get a flag. And I think that's going to go against Grayson Sights on a hold.
Holding against the Rockets.
So,
that's going to back him up again.
So it'd be bring up 2nd down and about.
Take it about to the 40, I think.
About 12.
No, that'd be the 35.
Yeah. So, all right. So this, of course, gets us behind the sticks here. It changes your play calling and show how much confidence you have in the quarterback. And I'd say if you want to just let him, he's shown he can throw the ball. We've just been struggling catching the ball. So I
mean they're 8 in the box right now. Clarkson offset to the left of Ousley, Twins to the right, and Roger Woods wide left, one on coverage. Going to hand off to Clarkson, trying to find some room in the middle, and he's going to get a couple.
They're daring us to pass.
I know it. So Josh can't manage more than about 2 or 3 yards a play.
I mean, it's impressive that our line is able to give him enough room to get 2 or 3 yards with, they're playing 4
Everybody's
yards
coming,
deep.
yeah.
Besides the safety, they're playing 4 yards deep. So, this decision time, do a little play action pass here. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Let's number 12, Bryce Butcher for Megs. He's 5'9", 165. He's man up on Roger Woods. Roger Woods is about 6'1". So you definitely have a size advantage out there, and they almost hit it, on the time they threw it. So 3rd and 14, definitely looking to throw here. Clarkson offset to the left of Ousley. Ousley takes a snap, 2-step drop. He's got a man in his face immediately. Ball's thrown, underthrown, and we got a late flag coming in. They're going to get roughing the passer, I believe.
Yeah, Bailey wasn't able to step into that throw because he got hit.
So it is going to be roughing the passer against the Marauders.
That's a huge
big time play.
Marauders. Good for us. Gives us a 1st down.
It should be enough. Yeah.
Well,
3rd and 14.
A personal foul is automatic.
That should be, yeah. So the official's going to mark that off. So the Rockets caught a break there. Yeah, he had two guys in his face, and I think Megs probably would have gotten away with it if it would have been a lower hit. But the guy that hit him, I think, came in pretty high. And anytime you attack the upper part of the passer after the ball's loose, that's the risk you take.
And credit to Bailey right there because he stayed in the pocket. He didn't, he didn't try to run. He stood there, took the hit, knowing he's going to get a hit, and released the ball, almost completed the pass.
So ball at the 46, inside Megs territory. Clarkson offset to the right of Ousley. Trips to the right. Roger Woods wide left. Takes a snap, hands off to Clarkson. Clarkson looking for a hole, has one. Trying to cut to the outside, can't break loose of Blackston, but he'll have another nice gain of about 5 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, again, Josh just doing what he does, man. Just course the line, doing a good job, give him just a little bit of room to run, and then he does the rest, and a nice pickup on 1st down.
So that'll get the ball to the 41-yard line, bring up 2nd and 6. So 4 yards on 1st down for Clarkson.
Clock just running down, 7:20 to go in the 2nd quarter. Megs leads 12-0.
So Roger Woods is going to come wide to the right side of the field. Clarkson offset to the left of Ousley. Twins now trips to the left of Scotty Davis motions out there. So Ousley's going to take the snap and keep it himself. He'll run to the left-hand side, track down from behind. And all these design quarterback runs are going for either no gain or a loss. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
So David Young, 63 for Megs right there. They got him listed at 5'11", 220, and he can move. He caught Bailey from behind, and Bailey's pretty fast. So a great hustle play, effort play by the Megs. Defender coming from the backside there and stopping Bailey from getting out on the edge.
It's definitely not a speed issue. You can tell that that's something that Megs has worked on in film study over the week because, like you said, Bailey's fast enough to beat these plays, but they're very well defended right now on these quarterback keepers. So Ousley in the shotgun, Clarkson offset to his right, trips to the right, that's the wide side, Roger Woods wide left. Takes the snap, does Ousley, rolls hard to his right, looking for Jack McClin. Nope, he's going to go underneath the Scotty Davis, ball's caught, but it's going to be well short of the 1st down, so bring up 4th down, and I got to think, the Coach Briggs probably thinking, you got 2 plays to get this. Yeah. So that was a gain of about 3, bring up 4th and 3.
So, the one thing Megs does well, Matt, is of course, the backside is, whether it's defensive line or the linebacker, they scrape really well coming down the line of scrimmage. When the play goes away from them, they're hustling, man. They're coming full ahead of steam, trying to run that play down from behind.
So the Rockets are going to take a timeout. Think about this 4th down call. We'll take a quick 30 seconds. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Rocket Football on 105.3 FM The Game and 1330 WYPC AM. We'll be back after the timeout.
105.3 The Game.
Determination. Every moment that moves you, and every movement that drives you. When pain or injuries try to limit you, our orthopedic team at Holzer has the latest treatment options and robotic-assisted surgery with joint replacement, sports medicine, and therapies to keep you moving forward. Every movement, every step, every moment. Think Holzer first.
This is 105.3 The Game.
All right, Rocket fans, we're back coming out of the timeout. See what happens here. I'm not going to tip my hand, but after the play, I'll tell you what I just saw during the timeout. We'll see if they go there. So it's going to be 4th and 3. Ball inside Megs territory at the 38.
One thing, Matt, we've talked about, too, is last year Josh Clarkson has good hands. So I'm surprised we haven't tried to throw it in
the football.
Yeah.
So he's offset to the left of Ousley. Going to be twins to the left. Roger Woods wide right. Scotty Davis behind the right tackle.
Follow Scotty
Ousley
Davis.
takes a snap, play fake to Clarkson. Slant over the middle, intended for Grayson Sights, overthrown and incomplete.
And look, we got.
And that'll be a turnover on downs. So what I knew that's probably what was coming. I saw Grayson with the headset on. 3 yards. I don't know that. Anyway, so be 1st down Megs from the Wellston 38 after the incomplete pass.
Yeah, good ball. I'm really impressed with it. He does a good job with the timing, with the throws, and they're on the money. So kudos to him stepping in and doing a good job there. We just got to do a little bit better job catching the ball.
So Megs lined up, trips to the right. Cleveland in the shotgun with Blackston offset to his left. Jet motion from the inside slot man. Cleveland back to pass, has all kind of time. Barnhill giving chase. He's going to fire it out to number 1, who was in jet. And he's got the left-hand sideline. Breaks the tackle. He'll be drugged down by Grayson Sights inside Rocket territory to the 41. And now we've got another late flag.
At some point,
on the same player.
You got to make a decision, and you got to say, is there... Anyway, I'll talk about that in the commercial. Anyway, you can't do that. It's right there in front of the referee is right there in front of him. He shoves the guy.
Yeah, and then
he's going to throw his hand up like it wasn't me. You can't do that.
And he's going to go back out and not have to take a play off either. I don't understand that. 5:37 left in the second quarter. 12-0. Megs on top. Deep inside Rocket territory after the catch by number 1, Isaiah Arms, and then tack on a late hit out of bounds after that. So Cleveland's going to be in the shotgun again with Blackston offset to his left. Trips to the right. Arms is in the slot. Griffin Hudson by himself wide left. Going to turn. Bubble screen out to number 9. It's bounced off the ground, incomplete. Bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that ball come off his hand pretty weird. But a nice job by the interior defensive line. Rockets just kind of making penetration, getting upfield, staying in their lanes, and just forcing Cleveland to throw the ball. Have of course, a narrow throw.
So Megs going no huddle, but they're not really in what I'd call tempo. They're still taking their time. So Cleveland gets
watch out for number 4 down here. Is that Hudson, Matt?
That's Griffin Hudson, number 4. He's one-on-one with River Wyatt, a freshman. Number 1, Isaiah Arms, is in the slot inside him. So 4 wide receivers. Cleveland in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Pressure coming from Scotty Davis. Over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete, and a flag comes in late. They're going to call that on Bailey Ousley, and I didn't see anything there, Nate. That is an absolutely terrible call.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with that call. I didn't see from the backside, so you don't know where his hand placement was. But, yeah, definitely don't like that call, but it is what it is.
Yeah, ball was grossly underthrown for one thing. And Bailey had really good coverage, inside leverage. And I didn't see enough there to – at some point, I think this is what Coach Graham's getting frustrated about right now, is all these flags are going one direction. I think we've had one penalty call other than offsetting personal foul penalties. We have one penalty called against Megs, and we've had some pretty big ones called against the Golden Rockets. One negated a 65-yard touchdown from Josh Clarkson. So I'm sure that's going to be a point of contention going forward.
But
so
a lot of our penalties have been really obvious.
Some have been dumb, right?
Yeah.
So Cleveland's going to be in a shotgun with Blackston probably to his left. Going to be 4 wide, twins to both sides. Hudson wide left. Arms in the slot inside him. So Cleveland takes a snap, drops back to pass, looking to the right-hand side, passes up that man, going over the middle, and it's caught.
It's like right on the 1-yard line.
See where they spotted? I thought he was in the end zone. I don't have a very good angle. But they're going to say he's a yard short.
Cleveland, I've noticed there's a lot of times you have a couple guys underneath open, and I'm not sure if he's not seeing those guys, but he's missing them big time.
Yeah, well, I'm surprised he had Nash Yates in the flat.
Yeah, he's had him quite, 4 or 5 times, in the first half here, where he's had him wide open, and I'm not sure if he just can't see him or what, but yeah, I think he's missed him.
So 4 wide, Yates motions into the backfield into a tailback position. Now Cleveland's going to hand off to Yates. Yates driving inside, touchdown Megs.
Oh, choo-choo.
Megs is a big kid, man.
Yeah.
Yates is,
he's 6'1", 225, so... And then, let's see, here we got another personal foul coming.
Boy, laundry all over the place tonight. We'll see which direction this goes.
If I'm the coaching staff for Wellston, I'm livid right now. Not because of all the penalties, but because we've had so many personal fouls. You got to get them under control.
Yeah, if this goes against us, you're going to have a conversation with your players.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Offsetting.
You'll be offsetting again, so things get a little chippy.
No. Let's see. They called both of them. 2
of them against us, huh? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know.
Anyway.
As an official, you also know that it's always the second guy that you see.
Well, I don't think, but anyway, I think I can watch film, but I don't think they made a mistake on that call.
Hard to say. 4:33 left in the second quarter. 18-0 Megs on top, pending the point after. And they'll go for 2. Cleveland's going to be in a shotgun with Blackston offset to his left. 4 wide. Hudson wide left. Slot men are Arms to the left and Yates to the right. Going to turn a hand off to Blackston, and he's just going to walk in untouched. Nobody even got a hand on him.
And look, I thought you wanted. I was waiting on another flag to come out right there.
Well, anyway, we'll take a break on the change of possession. 20-0 Megs. I'm Matt Peterson.
Sorry, Matt. I muted you before me.
Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. We'll be back after the change of possession.
Cottle Shipping.
105.3 The Game.
Come see the friendly faces of Gas and Stuff in Hamden for great deals on your favorite stuff. Gas and Stuff offers a wide variety of scrumptious hot and fresh pizzas and subs. Don't worry if you're watching your calories. They also
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Your favorite
Here,
Ohio lottery
my
games.
ideas matter.
Gas and Stuff
I went from a
convenience
dead-end
for
job
smile.
to endless opportunity.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. With advancement opportunities, an on-site health clinic, and generous retirement benefits, you too can be more at Bellisio Foods. Apply today at BellisioFoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO Foods.com/careers.
This is 105.3 The Game.
All right, Rocket fans, we are back. And again, Megs, because of the penalties, they're going to kick off from the Wellston 30. It's almost comical. So Grayson Sykes is going to be at about the 2-yard line. This is to see this on film is something.
If I was a bus, Megs, I'm going to kick Grayson. First of all, he's a little upset right now emotionally. So, I mean, you can take advantage of that.
So we'll see what they do. I mean, you almost onside kick this and see what you can get. Can't imagine they'll do anything else. So Blackston has the ball on the tee inside Rocket territory at the 30 to kick off. So his kick is away, and they are just going to onside it. Ball jumps, and it's going to be taken by Jay Deck, and they're going to down it inside the 10-yard line. I think they're going to give him the 9, and that's where the Rockets will take over. So these undisciplined mistakes are costing us.
Yeah. So
Rockets will take.
It's going to be tough to come back from this. This deficit. It's not impossible. We still have a whole half a quarter to play, or 4 minutes left in the second quarter. If we get the score now, of course, we got to get the score before half. If we want to make this game winnable.
Yeah,
and we got to clean up our mistakes.
From a player perspective, this is where you start to feel like the world's going against you.
Yeah.
You just got to change course. So Bailey usually in the shotgun with Clarkson offset to his right. 8 in the box. Everybody stacked up. Twins to the left. So Usley takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Nope, hand off to Clarkson. Good play fake. I thought Bailey kept it. And Clarkson will get a little bit of breathing room on first down. I can't see. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like he's going to get it to the 12. So that'll be a gain of 3.
Maybe another Marauder.
So bring up second down, and at least you got a little bit of wiggle room now. Actually, they're going to give him the 13, so that was a gain of 4.
Yeah, and again, Josh has such a quick burst coming off that line of scrimmage. It's tough to bring him down for a loss, and he's so strong.
So 2nd and 4, ball inside Rocket territory at the 13. Clarkson offset to the right of Usley, Twins to the left. Usley going to keep it himself, go right again, and it's going to be the same result. Every time they run this quarterback sweep, the keeper, he's tackled either for no gain or a loss, and that's going to get it all the way back to the Rocket 5-yard line.
Yeah, Demetrius Hackett plays strong safety out there, number 11 for Megs. He's done a good job the last couple plays. Even when Bailey didn't hand that ball off last time, he was right there waiting on Bailey to keep it. So he did, of course, remaining fundamentally sound there, staying home and making a big play.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Briggs, I'm probably scratching that one off the list.
Yeah.
It's very well defended. It's not that Bailey's making bad plays or nobody's blocking. It's just, Megs knows how to defend it. So in the shotgun is Usley, 3rd and 14. Clarkson offset to his left, 4 wide receivers. So Usley back to pass. He's going to roll to his right. Trying to find a man, has to go short. And they're going to want a flag and not get one. And that was probably pass interference. Number 21 got there way early for Megs. And I don't have a 21 on the roster. And no call. Wellston's fans are letting them have it. And rightfully so, I think, on that call. But anyway, Wellston's going to have to punt. Scotty Davis is going to be deep in his own end zone. He may not even have, he'll probably have his heels close to the goal line. So we just can't sustain a drive. I mean, it's crazy. So yeah, Scotty Davis about 1 foot in front of the end line in his own end zone. So he'll get the punt away. And a pretty decent punt. It's going to take a bounce and roll right to Griffin Hudson, who picks it up.
Blocking the back.
Aiden Arthur giving chase. They're not going to call number 12 on the block in the back. That's another missed call. Hudson going up the right-hand sideline, breaking tackles. Still loose, and he's going to finally be drugged down at about the 15-yard line.
Good penalties back here, Matt.
So we do have
2
some
flags right in front of the 30-yard line.
We have a couple calls back here. And this one's going to go against Megs. So that's going to negate the big play by Griffin Hudson.
Yeah, and I feel like they missed a block in the back right there. It wasn't terrible, but it was a block in the back. He had his hands on the back of the numbers of the defender, and it caused him from making a play on Hudson.
Yeah, it was Aiden Arthur giving chase. So that's going to back Megs up to about where Griffin, well, about 5 yards past where he
I was trying to see what, did he call targeting on that, or what did he call? I couldn't see.
I'm not sure.
I caught it just out of the corner of my eye. Maybe a block in the back.
I don't know.
Anyway, good for us.
Yeah, nonetheless, Megs is going to have it at the Rocket 33-yard line. So Cleveland's going to be in a shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Nope, they're going to back it up a little bit. So I think the referees misspotted the football. So that's going to take it back to the 38-yard line. That's where Megs will start this series. So in the shotgun is Cleveland, 4 wide receivers, twins to both sides. Blackston offset to his left.
Devin Barhill.
Cleveland takes a snap, 2-step drop. Looking to throw, has all kind of time. He's just going to keep it. Now Trenton Hickman giving chase. Cleveland's out of room. Jay Deck forces him out of the pocket. He cuts up inside and takes a nice hit by Scotty Davis, who laid the wood. Will nominate him for hit of the game, but not until Cleveland picks up about 8 yards. Bring up 2nd and short.
Yeah, Wellston did a good job. He, of course, contained him for a minute, but Cleveland just showing his athleticism there, just dipping and weaving in between our linemen, and had a nice pick up there. Almost got a first down. Took a shot at the end, like you said, from Scotty Davis, but had a nice game. 2:02 left to go in the second quarter. 20-0 Megs lead. Driving the ball right now in Rockets at the Rocket 32-yard line, and we have a
whistle for
flag,
play.
So
2nd and 2.
I'm sorry, I saw
just
football.
Play whistle, yeah. So 4 wide again. Blackston offset to the left of the quarterback in the gun. So Cleveland takes a snap, hands off to Blackston, cuts right, goes off tackle, has a little bit of a seam, and he's going to be brought down by a host of Rockets. Clarkson in on the play. We'll see who else is in the vicinity. That's going to be way more than enough for a first down. 28, Jay Deck getting up off the pile. So is Brandon Ireland, Scotty Davis.
There was a football being thrown on the sideline or in the crowd. Some kids throwing. I thought that was a flag going last time. It kind of threw me off there. So yeah, Meg's just kind of wearing us out. I think now, man, they're just starting to just overpower us at the line of scrimmage, and just every play they make is positive yards right now.
So 1st and 10, Cleveland in the shotgun, 4 wide, and he'll be back to pass again. Looking over the middle, has a man wide open, touchdown Megs. Unguarded was Isaiah Arms, got behind the safeties, and man, there was nobody even close.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looked like a mix-up with the safety there, but there was nobody home. He had 2-by-2 receivers, and someone's got to be in the middle of the field right there, Matt. There's a miscommunication, and Megs made us pay for it. Nice throw by Cleveland. Nice route by Megs.
So pending the point after, it's 26-0. They're going to let Blackston try to kick it this time. So on to hold is number 2, Gunnar Cleveland, the quarterback. So Blackston's kick is away, and he just barely does cross the crossbar. The point after is good.
Enough.
So your score, 27-0 with 1:19 left in the first half. I'm Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. We'll be back after the change of possession.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Whether you're dining in, enjoying the outdoor seating, or picking up to go, Archinetti's offers a cozy atmosphere, great customer service, and a large variety of made-from-scratch menu items. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials, Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
I'm Max.
Wellston Golden Rockets Sports on 105.3 The Game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after getting ready to start the change of possession here, after the score by Gunnar Cleveland completes a pass to Isaiah Arms over the middle for a Megs touchdown. If you're just tuning in, there's a minute 19 left in the second quarter. 27-0, Megs on top. And we were talking about during the break that we don't like to criticize coaching because it's a hard enough job as it is, but I think play calling has to be a little bit better. That Bailey usually quarterback keep on the edge. If he's going to keep it, you got to run him up inside behind a running back or something else, because you try to stretch that out. Megs has defended that very well, and it's resulted in negative plays. So that one I'd probably get away from.
And right here, Coach Graham is wearing the referee out. I'd be wearing a couple players out as far as the personal fouls that we've had.
So Grayson Seitz will be back deep for the Rockets. In front of him, Aiden Arthur, Scotty Davis, and Jay Deck. Blackston has the ball on the tee. Going to kick off from a normal position this time. And a kick is away. So it's going to wobble, go to Aiden Arthur, who takes it at the 30. Aiden trying to find room on the right side, has nothing. Pretty well defended by the Marauders. So he'll get the ball up to about the 38-yard line. That's where the Wellston Rockets will take over. Minute 15 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice north and south run by Aiden Arthur. Catch the ball, get it filled. Don't dance, just get what you can get. And let us try to score here before half. 1:15 left to go in the second quarter. Megs leads 27-0. See what we can do here, Matt. See if we have do we have a no-huddle offense? Have we seen that yet this year?
I don't think so.
I wonder if we have one.
So Ousley's going to be in the shotgun with Clarkson offset to his left. Going to go 4 wide. Scotty Davis and Jack McClin, the 2 wide receivers. Roger Woods in the slot to the left with Grayson Seitz in the slot to the right. So again, Clarkson offset to Ousley's left. Going to spread him out. Ousley back to pass. Has some time. He's going to roll to his right. Has a man deep. If he can get there, and it's me. There's a flag. Flag comes in late. Pass intended for Grayson Seitz. And they're going to get number 11 on a pass interference. That's Demetrius Tackett.
Yeah, Demetrius Tackett did what he had to do to keep Grayson from scoring right there. So nice job by Grayson getting downfield and causing the Megs to have to force pass interference on him.
So good thing is that only took 6 seconds off the clock. So we're a minute 9 left.
That's a nice ball by Bailey.
Inside Megs territory, that's going to move it up to the 47-yard line. So haven't seen Jay Deck in at quarterback. I thought they might try to run that a little bit, but so far nothing doing. It's going to be Bailey Ousley. Jack McClin going wide left with Grayson Seitz in the slot inside him. Roger Woods in the slot to the right with Scotty Davis wide right. Clarkson offset to the right of Bailey Ousley. So got the defense spread out a little bit. It's going to hand off to Clarkson. Has some room. Trying to break a tackle. Crosses the 46. Gets close to the 40. They're going to probably mark that at about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, nice little cut back right there. Of course, Josh run to the left. The lane opened up to the right. Did a good job doing a jump cut and get a nice little gain on first down. Brings up, second down and 5, Matt?
Rockets trying to hurry, but still going into the huddle. 44 seconds and counting. Clarkson offset to Bailey Ousley's right. Trips to the right. Now Ousley back to pass. Is going to roll to his right. Trying to find a man downfield. Has Jack McClin deep. And picked off. Nope, we got a flag back here.
Pass is caught by the Marauders, but we have a flag on the play.
We'll see what they call. As of right now, it's an interception.
Yeah, Megs player just went up and wanted it more than we did, and come down with a nice play by Megs.
So that's the second time the Rockets got called for an illegal man downfield. So that's going to be another turnover. And once again, the Rockets just can't keep the ball on offense. We can't sustain a drive. And if you can't do that, you can't win football games, Nate.
So right there, I mean, it's going to make it real tough for a second half comeback, but never say never. So 30 seconds left to go in the half. I'm going to assume they're just going to hand the ball off, see if we got anything, maybe break a silly play here. I wouldn't expect Matt any throws. I'd be surprised if you do.
So Cleveland in the shotgun, Blackston offset to his right, 4 wide receivers. Cleveland back to pass. It's going to be a quick throw out to Griffin Hudson on the outside edge. Has the left-hand side. Oh. Nice hit! Who was that? 44, Scotty Davis. So Griffin Hudson's going to pick up the first down, but he might not know what planet he's on right now. That's definitely so far ahead of the game.
Yeah. Scotty does a great job every game, coming up and having a big hit. He's always in contention for hit of the game every game. The Monroe collision hit of the game right there is right now has got my vote. So, Megs just wanted to try to score before half, so they surprised me on that throw, Matt. And you got to look right here. You got Hudson down at the bottom. You got to look for a deep throw.
So he got out of bounds. So Cleveland back to pass, looking right this time. Has a man on a whip route. Number 6 catches it, and he's going to be pulled out of bounds by number 2, Roger Woods, after another first down. Or did he stay in bounds?
He got out of bounds. So Meg's doing a nice job right now, just working the boundaries, getting the ball to the sidelines and make sure after they catch it, they're able to get out of bounds. Right now they have 2 timeouts and 15 seconds left on the clock on their own 36-yard line. Still got a good ways to go, but they got some speedsters that we got to make sure we stay back, don't get burnt deep.
So Cleveland in the gun, trips to the left. Blackston offset to the left of the quarterback. So Cleveland takes a snap. Back to pass again. And Trenton Hickman is in his face. Going right is Cleveland, going around the right-hand edge, and he's going to run out of bounds. So he'll be short of the first down, but that'll stop the clock.
Ran out of bounds by the Rockets.
So 8 seconds left to go on the clock, and we got a player down. Is that number 51? Is that Brandon Ireland down?
Can't see. 50, yeah, it must be, because 54 is Ethan Case, 55 is Trenton Hickman, 52 is Devin Barnhill. They're all walking to the sideline, so that does look to be young Ireland. We'll stay right here with you.
Yeah, and I like the aggressive play call from the Meg staff, because if you got time on the clock, you got the ball. In my opinion, you got to try to score. You know, so I like the play calling.
So they are going to take a look at Ireland. We'll take a quick 30 seconds. We got one more commercial before the half anyway. We'll burn it right now. 8 seconds left in the second quarter. Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. We'll be right back.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. What started in a garage with 2 people and a dream now employs over 100 with offices locally in Wellston, Waterford, and Cincinnati. VCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. VCR offers competitive salaries, professional development opportunities, and an employee referral bonus program. Visit VCR in the hands of craftsmen. Apply. VCR, preserving our history.
105.3 The Game.
All right, Rocket fans, we're back after the injury timeout. Brandon Ireland looks to be okay. He's walking off on his own accord, so he'll take a play off. We're going to have 2nd and 6. Ball marked inside Megs territory at the 40. 8 seconds left on the clock. Gunnar Cleveland in the shotgun with trips to the left.
They're giving up that outside down here, Matt.
So Blackston's going to motion over to the right of the quarterback. Cleveland takes a snap, drops back to pass, has some room. Now the Rockets giving chase. And we got flags. It's going to be a hold in the backfield. It's dropped. Intended over the middle, and that's going to be a late hit again on the same player.
We got multiple flags on the field.
And then we got another late one here.
Oh, my gosh. I'm going to just keep
Coach, that can't happen. That cannot happen.
At the end of the half, Rockets 0, Marauders 27.
So
no, it can't end on defensive penalty. So they'll get one more play.
They're going to have a free play.
And you've got to bring – there's got to be accountability.
Yeah, I'm kind of speechless, folks. Mama always told me, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. So that's kind of where I'm at. Referees are having a conversation. There were 2 late flags in the defensive backfield. Both of them look to be in the area of the same player. Won't call his name out. So we're going to have an official come over and talk to Coach Graham, see what this is. But if both of those go against the Rockets, man, that's going to put Megs. Wow.
I think there's a rule. If you get so many personal fouls, you're out of the game. If you get 2 personal fouls, I think you're done. Or is it,
he's had more. This one guy's had more than that.
I can't. Don't quote me on that. I have to check that rule. I have to do I have to look that up there. So we got someone here on the broadcast knows for sure. Send me a text. I'm gonna try to search.
Okay, that is the end of the half. So what we had was a hold against Megs. Wellston declined that penalty. Then we had offsetting personal fouls. So that is going to end the half. Wow, what a dumpster fire. There's no other way I can describe that. What we just witnessed here in the first half between, penalties and just sloppy play, some not so hot play calls. It's really been frustrating to watch. We'll be back here shortly. We're going to have Skip Mossick and the guys will do the halftime show. We'll be back after that. PJ will give us some stats. We'll have some thoughts for the second half. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Rocket Football on 105.3 FM The Game and 1330 WYPC AM. We'll be back with second half action after this.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football, named Best Sports Program in the country by the National Association of State Radio Networks. Tonight in High School Football is presented by Beck's Hybrids. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tonight in High School Football's halftime report. As we approach Week 10 next week, there are several big rivalry games across Ohio, perhaps none bigger than Massillon-McKinley. We'll talk about that rivalry with former Massillon great Justin Zwick next on the Ohio News Network.
Friday night, Under the Lights reminds us teamwork, dedication, and community start in our schools. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wenson, and on behalf of the OEA's 120,000 members, we are proud to sponsor tonight's game and even prouder to support our public schools. Whether it's touchdowns or textbooks, success starts with a strong foundation. From the classroom to the end zone, we believe in every student's potential, because in Ohio, public education matters.
Every day, farmers rise before the sun and put everything they have into a job so few can do. Their courage, resilience, and relentless work shape the legacies and future of our country. At Beck's, we're proud to stand alongside those who don't wait to see what the world will do. They act, they lead, they are the difference. Beck's honors your commitment to your land, family, and purpose. And while we can't predict what the future holds, there is one thing we can do to change it, and that's be the difference. Right now, in every decision and every season.
ERA Martin & Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA agents are extensively trained, and that training never ends because you are too important. ERA Martin & Associates, with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
Home, it's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than anyone else. Vinton County National Bank wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, cherished place where you can live a life you love for years to come. That's our promise. VCNB, here for you now, here for your future. Visit VCNBfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Looking for a strike of fun and a slice of something amazing? Roll into Leo of Wellston, where the good times roll and the pizza hits the spot. Bowl of turkey, eat a slice, maybe both at once. Hey, we don't judge. Pro tip, bowling burns calories. Pizza adds to happiness. Find us at 15 North Park Avenue in Wellston, right where the fun lives, and give us a call at 740-384-6670 to plan your next night out. Leo of Wellston, where every night is a pizza party with pins.
Willis Advantage Property Solutions delivers dependable, full-service property maintenance you can trust. We specialize in asphalt repair, infrared patching, surface cleaning, parking lot striping, and powerful hydrojet drain cleaning, serving industrial, commercial, and residential customers across the region. From small fixes to large-scale projects, we get the job done right, on time, and on budget. Call now for your free consultation at 740-577-4574. Willis Advantage Property Solutions. We protect and maintain what matters.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Start your day off with a McGriddle. For lunch, how about a Big Mac or Quarter Pounder with cheese? And dinner, enjoy some McNuggets or maybe a great shake and fries. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it. And you will too.
Running a successful business in today's economy isn't easy. You need to have a strong team, employees, accountants, attorneys, and a great bank. Banking for business is our business, and we do it well. Our commercial lenders make it a priority to know their clients' needs. If you're looking for a better business bank, stop in and let's talk. Ohio Valley Bank. Community first. Member FDIC.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
We are presented by Beck's Hybrids. At Beck's, they are and will remain farmers at heart. And welcome back, everyone. Halftime of your game broadcast. Coming up next week, there are some great Week 10 high school football rivalries around Ohio, but probably none is bigger than Massillon-McKinley. Former Buckeye quarterback Justin Zwick lived through this rivalry for a couple of seasons. And Justin, take us through what next week is like and what this rivalry, I guess, was like to be a part of.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, I mean, next week's going to be, the high school's going to look a little bit different. They come in and they basically wallpaper the entire school with, banners that the cheer squad puts out and puts together. And, you walk into that place and there's balloons hanging everywhere. I mean, it looks like a totally different place. And then all week long, they'll be doing breakfasts between Massillon and McKinley. They'll have their huge parade with a huge bonfire. They go all out. This is a game that means a lot to each town, and it has for a long, long time. And I was lucky to be a part of it for 2 years, and in those 2 years we actually got to play them 3 times. So it was pretty cool to have that with a playoff victory. But it's a huge week. This is a game that goes back way back, and these two cities, I think they're 13 miles apart or something crazy like that. And it's just they all want to win this game at the end of the year, and it was really cool to be a part of, but it's always a big game in Massillon, no matter who you're playing. But when you get to Week 10, man, things are ratcheted up a little bit, and you got to be ready to go come Saturday afternoon.
Justin, you obviously lived through Ohio State, Michigan as well. Is it similar where the first thing people want to know when they talk to you is what was your record against McKinley?
It is that way. I was, coming out of high school, I always kind of said, getting ready for a place like Ohio State, with that rivalry with Michigan, Massillon-McKinley is probably the closest you're going to come being in a high school setting, at least here in Ohio. And, it is, people love that. I'm 3-0 in 2 years. That's what I always like to tell people. And, it's definitely a benchmark for, how did you do against that team down the road? And, I don't even know. They're probably close to being 50-50, I'd imagine, overall record. But, I think Massillon has done a pretty good job here in the last few years of, getting those wins.
Well, Justin, some may remember you started your high school career at Orrville. I mean, your team won a state title your freshman year, and then you transferred to Massillon following a pretty successful sophomore season. We know how people roll their eyes at transfers sometimes, especially today, but take us back 25 years. What was that process and whole experience like for you? And I guess do some people back home still give you the stink eye?
Well, it was an interesting thing. I was really, I guess Spielman had kind of done it before me, years before me. But yeah, we had a lot of success in Orrville, and and Orrville had a great rivalry as well with Worcester. I think they're in the top 5 of for the longest rivalry. So we had a lot of great tradition there as well, and had some success. And coming out of my sophomore year, we went to the semifinals and lost, and I just was thinking, if I'm gonna really take this serious and try and go play Division I football, I want to see what I can do at Division I football in high school. Just get to the top level that you can. And we had played at Massillon in the state championship game, so I had a feel for Paul Brown Tiger Stadium and how cool that whole setting is. And, it's 27 minutes down the road. So it was, it's just a thing where, it was open enrollment back in those days. So I literally went to school in Orrville on Friday, signed all my papers and, told everybody what was happening. And on Monday morning, I was going to Massillon. And, it was a strange deal. But I got there middle of my sophomore year, after basketball season. And, they, of course, Massillon just, brought me in, and, I fit right in, and it was just football all the time, and that was what we were there for, and it was just a special time. But yeah, Orrville, unfortunately didn't see what I saw, or didn't think I was doing the right thing, and we fixed their mailbox about every weekend during the football season. When I graduated, a lot of people came back around and realized, hey, you're going to Ohio State. This kind of worked out for you, by making this move, and everything's kind of smoothed over by now.
Former Buckeye quarterback Justin Zwick. Enjoy the Massillon-McKinley rivalry from afar next week. We appreciate your time. Okay.
All right, Skip. Thanks.
And we'll be back on the Ohio News Network.
Beck's recognizes recognizes this week's player with heart, Christopher Kinsey from Cardington Lincoln High School, for his commitment and passion on the field and within the farming community.
I mean, I've been playing with these kids since I was in 5th grade, so you kind of build like a brotherhood and like the camaraderie that you have, not just about the game, just like kind of life itself, responsibility, knowing where to be. Resilience is a big one too. I feel like I've gained from it.
Lessons in football, lessons in FFA.
The things I learned, and I knew that I wanted to have, like hopefully maybe an ag background in my life. I've showed livestock since I was very young, and so it was just kind of a given.
And of course, the importance of agriculture.
There's family generation farms that that's their whole life, and agriculture. I mean, that's the stuff that brings your community around. Yeah, I think it's just the most important thing ever. I mean, people underestimate it.
At Beck's, we are and will remain farmers at heart.
True fans know that success in football is all about tradition, dedication, and loyalty. Those same qualities are important to the Lockhart Insurance Agency. We care about what's important to you, and that's why we believe in helping you select the right insurance for your needs. If you want to protect your auto, home, farm, or business, you want Lockhart Insurance on your team. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage for the best companies. Good luck to all of our local area teams. 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs. You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of companies, played hours of peekaboo and duck, duck, goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Dave Strickland will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Dave Strickland in Wellston at 740-384-2809 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Strength, passion, determination. Every moment that moves you and every movement that drives you. When pain or injuries try to limit you, our orthopedic team at Holzer has the latest treatment options and robotic-assisted surgery with joint replacement, sports medicine, and therapies to keep you moving forward. Every movement, every step, every moment. Think Holzer first.
Cottle Chipping is focused on providing logging and land clearing services with the highest levels of customer satisfaction and will do everything they can to meet your expectations. With a variety of offerings to choose from, they are sure you'll be happy working with them. There is no job too large for Cottle Chipping. Cottle Chipping has been in business for over 40 years, which is experience that you can trust. For more information about your logging and chipping needs, call Cottle Chipping at 740-596-5984. That's 740-596-5984.
This factory has walls, but there's no ceiling.
Here, my ideas matter.
I went from a dead-end job to endless opportunity.
Join a team where you can use your unique talents to grow both personally and professionally. With advancement opportunities, an on-site health clinic, and generous retirement benefits, you too can be more at Bellisio Foods. Apply today at BellisioFoods.com/careers. That's BELLISIO Foods.com/careers.
Step into the charm of Archinetti's, located in a beautiful 1800s colonial-style house at 181 East Main Street in Jackson. Whether you're dining in, enjoying the outdoor seating, or picking up to go, Archinetti's offers a cozy atmosphere, great customer service, and a large variety of made-from-scratch menu items. Open Tuesday through Saturday with 3 daily off-the-menu lunch and dinner specials, Archinetti's prides itself in providing you with a fresh and delicious homemade meal each and every time. Archinetti's, where history meets great food.
Is ONN.
Our thanks again to Justin Zwick for talking a little Massillon-McKinley High School football rivalry with us this evening. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Presented by Beck's Hybrids from the Ohio News Network.
This is Fox Sports Radio, 1330 WYPC AM Wellston and 105.3 FM Jackson.
105.3 The Game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. About 5 minutes and 54 seconds left on the halftime clock. The Golden Rockets marching band just took the field for their Lights Out show. A long-time tradition here. I don't know how long they've been doing it, but as long as I can remember, So that's a big part of Wellston lore and history here. Well, PJ, it's been a pretty dismal first half for the Golden Rockets.
Yeah.
The scoreboard's 27-0. I credit at least half of those points to just, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's stupidity.
Yeah.
It's undisciplined stuff. It's personal foul penalties and all kind of ticky-tack stuff. So anyway, we do have some stats at least. What do you got?
All right. Bailey usually tonight sitting for passing yards. He's had 10 attempts for 1 completion for 4 yards.
Yeah.
So not a lot happening on the passing game. He's rushed the ball 6 times for -6 yards. We talked about that before the half. The returning to that quarterback run that just on the end around there that would not work.
Yeah, the QB sweeps.
And now Josh, however, is sitting at 13 carries for 42 yards.
So you need 6 yards.
He's 6 yards away from the 1,000-yard mark.
6 yards. So, and the sucky thing about all that was he had a 65-yard touchdown run early in the first quarter. Got called back for a holding penalty.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he's going to get the 1,000. It's just you wanted him to get a win, not him, just the whole team to get a win on senior night. You've only had one win so far. It was back in the opening night against Oak Hill, and now, unless something drastically changes, I don't see a way we claw back in this thing.
Yeah, man, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but, I want to try to keep this as positive as I can. But like you said, there's no excuse for the play in the first half, the minimal mistakes we made. And the thing that, if we go out and we get outclassed and we get beat because, the team is better than us, that's one thing. But when you go out there and you just have represented our community the way we did. I'm not saying the whole team. Obviously, there was some individuals there that, and then what does that tell a player on the sideline when you are going to practice and all the summer workouts and all the you go to practice every night, you don't miss practice, you keep your mouth shut, you do the right thing, and then you're on the sideline on a Friday night and you're watching a couple players out there getting personal foul after personal foul and not come out of the game.
Nothing happened.
And you're still sitting there and watching the game on the sideline. What does that tell the younger players? And that's something I think is way overlooked. And so I'm hoping that maybe there's some adjustments made to the second half, because that's something we can't have, Matt.
Right.
And I'll stop right there.
Well, offensively, we have to be able to sustain drives. And surprisingly enough, our lines played pretty well. They played pretty well against Athens, and they're not doing too bad of a job tonight. But you keep getting behind the sticks, like PJ alluded to a minute ago. The only quarterback run that we've really tried is these outside sweeps, and Megs is just defending it so well. Talking about adjustments, if I'm in the box, I'm probably putting DJ Hudson in at quarterback and probably lining Bailey usually up in the slot. I think Bailey's going to serve a much better purpose and give you a good, reliable set of hands out there with a lot of speed in the open field from a wide receiver position, because right now you're not getting that out of him at quarterback, and it's not because he's making bad plays or making bad decisions, but like we said, it's very clear that Megs has studied the film on him from past games, knowing that he carries a lot of speed outside. So my guess is, you got 8 guys in the box, at least 2 of those linebackers are probably spying him. If you got 2 backers that you can put on him and then take your chances with Josh Clarkson, so far that's been the recipe for success.
Yeah, and this score is 27-0 right now, Matt, but this game was a winnable game.
Yeah.
Right now we feel like we're so far out of it. I don't know if we can come back, but that's what's sad is like we have a team that is a winnable game, and just some mistakes that we made in the first half. I won't go back there, but and that's so you come back out in the locker room, you say, hey, these are things we have to clean up.
Yeah,
these are things we will clean up, or you'll be on the sidelines, and we'll put a guy in there that wants to play and that's going to keep his mouth shut and give us everything he's got. A guy that may not have as much talent, may not be as big, but he'll come in with some heart, and he'll make us proud when he comes up. He may get ran over, but he's going to give us everything he has, and we're not going to allow any player to come out here and misrepresent our team like that again.
Right.
And so you come out, first of all, you start there, raise expectations, and then you say, all right, just come back. It's 27-0. We can play. We have. You looking at Megs, they're not athletically. Across the board, we can play with them.
Yeah.
So 27 points is a huge deficit, but if we just come out and we just run the ball, make a couple of changes, play disciplined football, we can scratch back into this, Matt. I mean, we can.
And I'm still perplexed at the lack of willingness to throw passes to Clarkson. He's proven in the past he can be a viable receiver.
Yep, absolutely.
It's like they just refuse to give him that look.
Yeah, we saw him over the years catch. Last year there was a couple times, especially in the Trimble game, he caught a pass in the middle for a touchdown, man. Like in traffic, he's done that multiple times. So I think that'd be a good option, PJ, if you put him out there and give him. Because listen, I don't understand where you don't want your best athlete blocking.
Yeah.
Put someone else back there to block.
Right.
And you want playmakers playmaking. Every down, Josh should be a threat every down. And when he's blocking, he's not a threat. So, and he's a good blocker, don't get me wrong, but you can bring somebody back there and block for him in those situations and run him, swing pass, line him up with the number 2, a slot receiver, and he'll do a good job for you. But yeah, I don't, I'm sure Coach has a good reason, why he's doing that. But from my perspective, just been a Monday morning quarterback up here. I think Josh offers a lot more value as a playmaker versus a blocker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, to your point, probably 2/3 of the offensive plays, he's not even been a factor.
Yeah.
And that's on the quarterback keepers and in the pass plays, he's not even in the look. You could line him up, you could throw to him, run empty, put him in a slot, and then run it and hand it to him on jet. There's different things you can do to get him involved, but he's too much of a piece of this offense to not be a factor all the time.
And do we not have, and I'm kind of being facetious when I say this, but at this level, we should have a no-huddle offense.
Haven't seen it.
We don't have a 2-minute drill that I've seen the last 2 years, us running a 2-minute drill. And that's something this level I'm kind of surprised that we don't have. Because, you get in a situation like this where you got to get the clock, you got to get the ball moving. We're behind the sticks and we're down 27. We can come back and win this.
Yeah.
But when you have to huddle, that just slows you down.
The one time I think I've seen us attempt a no-huddle offense was against Nelsonville, and it became so abysmal we had to call a timeout.
Right, yeah. PJ, what do you got for Megs stats? We don't want to forget those guys. Playing pretty good. I'll say at least 3 of the scores that they've put on the board so far are because they've been in such a short field. I mean, the Rocket defense, when they have to play on a full field, isn't doing too bad, but you can't give a team short field that many times and not have it pay the price.
Yeah. Gunnar Cleveland tonight's having a good game. 12 attempts for 6 completions, but for 114 yards passing.
Yeah, he's an athlete, man. That's a veteran kid. His brother was the quarterback before him.
I think he's playing at, is it Dartmouth or one of the Ivy League schools he's playing for. Smart kid, too.
I'm going to read off a few receivers here. I'm just going to read the names first and then give a rundown here so I don't have to keep going back and forth. But let's see. We have Owen Tracy and then Isaiah Arms. And then we also have Griffin Hudson. That passing yardage is pretty well spread out between those 3 evenly.
Yeah.
All 3 have been equally effective in putting yards on the board.
Yeah, and like we said, Cleveland's missed a couple of easy throws to the flats that probably would have gone for big yardage to Nash Yates. Man, they keep running him on those little whip routes out there. And because the corner's back off, he's pretty much open.
Yeah.
He missed a big pass. Well, he actually hit the receiver in stride. But Hudson, of course, kind of overlaid the ball, went right between his hands on the first drive of the game, would have been a touchdown. Thankfully, he didn't catch it, but they come back the very next drive, went to the same play, and almost scored a touchdown, but not for the hustle of Roger Woods. They would have scored on that, but ended up scoring on that drive. But I wanted to give a shout out to the seniors again. So you got Devin Barnhill, Josh Clarkson, Scotty Davis, Brennan Hall, Xander Norton, Grayson Seitz, Jacob Walton, Roger Woods. Turn the page here. That's it. And then, of course, we have cheerleaders, Lindsay McCormick, Jake McCorder, Hannah Peterson, and then the band, Lily Comer, and Crimlin Taylor, Kaylee Elkins, Katie Johnson, Jason Melee, was it Melee?
Melee, I think.
Melee. And then John McGowan, Camden.
Pedragovich, I think is how you say that.
Bless you. And then that's it. So congratulations to seniors.
I think we have one more page there, Nate.
Is there one more page?
On that backside, Nate's picking up some paper here, so I'll finish him off. Aaron Prophet, Gabriel Simmons, Mia Skeens, Madison Starr. Golf is Carson McCorkle, Braylon Tainer, and Maisie Wyatt, the lone volleyball senior.
Yeah, so we want to say a big kudos to the band for performing great this year. They've done great at their competitions. They got a competition in Nelsonville tomorrow, and I think I was talking to one of the band parents today, Kayla Salzman, that I think November the 1st maybe, they go up to Piqua and for the state competition. So they have done a great job representing our community. And we, of course, our girls golf team did a great job representing. And just appreciate all those teams coming out and representing our community with pride and honor. Sports is a very important part of everyday life. Like it or not, sports rules the roost. And so anytime you get a good quality sports program out there, it really brings a positive light to your community. So we'll say thank you. And then the band, the band, how important the band is. A lot of times, especially me, I was never, I was an athlete and always kind of downplayed the band's impact. But I can remember during COVID being here without band and without the cheerleaders, it's like you realize how important the band is to high school football and the cheerleaders. It's just like watching a scrimmage, but like that band adds the atmosphere, whether it's high school football or whether it's college football. So the band is they do such a great job, and they put in so much work and time. And Katie King, congratulations to her. And again, we appreciate her coming back to the community because a lot of times, we've talked about this, Matt and PJ, you get these talented people that leave Wellston, and a lot of times they don't come back.
You don't see them again.
She went, did a lot of great things, come back, and is investing in our community, and it's definitely, she's making a huge impact. So anytime you got someone like that, I just want to say, I want to thank her for doing what she does.
Yeah, it's been a great program. Josh Willett had that tradition going for years. Then after his exit, they bring Katie in and just, train keeps rolling.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, the amount of work they put in, I think, does get overlooked a lot. They're in camp just like the football team is. Preseason, a lot of hours on the field. Sometimes, football team has 2-a-days, band has all-day stuff. Trying to learn those formations, put that stuff in. Then you got to memorize all your music. If you look, some marching bands still have, players will have music stands on their horns.
Yeah.
We don't. We do full memorization, so you have to learn that stuff. You have to memorize all the formations, learn how to do all that stuff together. So it's not an easy thing at all. I was an athlete until I got into high school. What a lot of people don't know me well. I started playing drums when I was 4 years old, so I've always been a musician. But I want to play football so bad, and I get to high school, want to be a wide receiver. That's the way I was built. And we had a run-only offense, man. That's just what it was. So I just decided to go after
that back in the Blackstone days?
Yeah, that was it. So wasn't a lot of targets for me. Got tired of getting beat up and just went and did the whole drum thing. So I've done the band stuff. It's hard. Got a lot of respect for those kids. They definitely put the work in. Cheerleaders the same way, man. Cheerleaders gone through a coaching change. Patty Woodruff was here for a long time. Her husband got a job at Wright State. So they moved away. But Amanda Robinson stepped in, another Wellston girl, with Shanae Johnson. They're doing a fantastic job. Something I'll give them, tip my hat to them. We had no idea this was coming. They got up in the middle of the night and decorated the front porch of all the senior cheerleaders. So Hannah gets up so she's crying first thing this morning.
I was wondering why there were balloons on your front door today.
Yeah. So they put streamers on the rail and all that kind of stuff. So
that's awesome.
But that's just that's something that a coach can do. That's just a little thing. It doesn't seem like much, but man, it goes such a long way for the players, letting the players know that hey, we're a family. We all stick together in this thing. So
and we've been talking about this a bit too with Dana Everett's getting hired as a high school girls basketball coach.
I'm excited,
dude. That's one of the best hires I think. I think when we look 10 years down the road, it may be one of the best hires ever. And here's the thing that they do. Her and her husband Jake, of course, Jake coached the middle school. Then you have Josh Moon helping out. But the one thing they've done, Matt, up to this point, even before they become high school coaches, is they are at that middle school community action building all year long, pretty much. Always texting not just their kids, their age group, girls that's 2 or 3 years. Any girl available in Wellston schools that wants to come up there and play basketball, they come up there and work with them fundamentally and for free, Matt, on their own time. And then now that they've taken over, they opened up that gym. They have girls anywhere from 3rd grade to seniors working out. And so they've got kids out playing that haven't been out playing for a long time, like your daughter Hannah. And the leadership that Hannah's been showing, I've been back into you about how, of course, she's the hardest worker. But the one thing that Dana and Jake really preach is like team, family. Mm-hmm. And just like what you said as far as, the cheerleaders coming and decorating Hannah's, you guys' house, that means a lot. So Dana and Jake really embrace that type of mindset too. Like when the girls have a birthday or whatever, they're singing them happy birthday. The girls are a team, and they embrace that. And I'm telling you what, not only in the basketball program, but they've done a good job helping out course, you have Coach Hutch coming in and doing speed and strength.
Yeah, he's the one I was going to mention for sure.
I mean, he's made a huge impact, and these girls are working hard, man. And I tell you what, I'd pit them up against anybody. I mean, they're hard, and so I believe the girls program is going in the right direction, and because they're going to work together. A lot of times in our past, our coaches kind of would not work well with each other. I've seen Kaylee, the high school basketball volleyball coach, her and Dana work. Say, hey, listen, we understand that if we get all these girls out working together, we'll have a stronger program. But I said all that to say this: things are looking good in that aspect. However, there's a vote. There's a school board election coming up, Matt, and so I know a lot of us may have some different opinions. Go out there and vote.
Get involved. Yep. Exercise your civic duty.
Go talk to those school board members and find out what they're all about. And don't just vote because someone's been there forever. Go find out what they're about. See if they're in line with your values and vote. And if you don't vote, you can't complain.
Right. Well, I'll tell you something my dad told me years and years ago. I think I might have been in high school at the time. There was a special election or something, and there wasn't hardly anything on the ballot, and not very many people were going out to vote. I think he actually took a day off work to go vote, and I asked him why, and what he said will always stick with me, and this is what I tell my kids and why I'll never miss a day at the polls. He said, a lot of men have bled and died to give you the right to go do that.
Yeah.
So, we don't care who you vote for, but get out and do it. That's one of the best things about this country is we still have a say, so we need to take advantage of that as long as we can. Back to the girls' basketball program, though, Nate. I think they're going to surprise some people. You and I were talking earlier in the week, and after they had some low numbers last year and a lot of young players, with the stuff that's being done and the girls that they've got coming out, don't sleep on them.
Yeah.
One of the things that we mentioned last year was Kennedy Stevens just had a lot on her shoulders.
Right.
As a young player, having to take a lot of scoring on and all these things.
A motor that did not quit.
Yeah. And now to have somebody like Hannah that can help, not to brag too much on my own daughter, but defensively, she's a terror.
Yeah. And the one thing I've been bragging too, I mentioned it to you on the phone last night, is someone I didn't know very well to get in there with these girls is Emma Moon.
Yeah.
And Emma has embraced these younger players, and she's leading. So it's a great leadership. Starts with Dana and Jake, and so like you said, I think this team's going to surprise some teams this year, Matt. I'm excited to see what they do.
That's it. So the lights are back on. We're ready to start. Scotty Davis has the ball on the tee. Griffin Hudson back deep to receive for the Marauders. Scotty Davis going to onside kick this thing. It's going to bounce, take a hop, and number 15 has to corral it. Rockets had a chance at that, but pretty well played by Braden Goebel.
Yeah, good hand-eye coordination by Braden Goebel there. Just kind of watching that ball all the way into the end there, and then collecting and going down without fumbling. So Megs will start out in good field position.
So they're going to have it at the 44-yard line, just inside their own side of the field. Rockets on defense. Didn't announce defensive starters so far. Corners, Roger Woods, Aiden Arthur. Safeties, Grayson Seitz, Bailey Ousley. Linebackers, Scotty Davis and Josh Clarkson. And Jay Deck. And then your down linemen, Trenton Hickman, Ethan Case, Braden Hall, and Devin Barnhill. Gleeland in the shotgun. Going to throw a bubble screen out to the right. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage by Trenton Hickman. What a play, Trendon.
Huge play right there by Trenton Hickman. But right there, they have big number 70 lead blocking out there. I don't know if Nolan's going to get that ball or Nevin, but that was going to be a big play right there, if not knocked down by Trenton Hickman. Big play by number 55 there.
He got the backfield in a hurry.
Yeah, and of course, number 70 was bleeding off because there's going to be a little bubble screen. So number 70, the big fella there, kind of vacated his position, and Trendon just took advantage of that, got in the backfield quick.
Twins to the right, Cleveland in the shotgun. Blackston offset to his left. Takes a snap, back to pass, two-step drop. Has all kind of time, looks over the middle, caught by number 6, and he's going to be wrapped up short of the first down. He'll get the ball to 50, tackled by Scotty Davis and Trendon Hickman, and I think Clarkson was in on that as well.
Yeah, with Tracy, number 6. He is a 6'1", 170-pound junior for Megs. Makes a nice catch in traffic right there, and then does a nice job catch the ball in traffic and come down with the ball and for a nice 5-yard gain for Megs. Brings up 3rd and 5.
I think they're going to give him 6 on that, but anyway, 3rd and 4 or 5. Cleveland in the shotgun again. Again, all kinds of time. You're going to have a man downfield and just overshoots him, and that'll be incomplete. Bring up 4th down from midfield.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there because that was not even close. I think a little miscommunication there between him and the receivers. but benefits. They're going to go for this. It's no brainer. 4th and about 5 or 4 from the 50-yard line. So
Cleveland will be in the shotgun again with Blackston offset to his right. Twins to both sides.
Watch a bubble. Nope.
So back to pass is Cleveland again, and they're going to throw it out to number 3, and it's incomplete. Cleveland threw it just a little bit high off the tip of the fingers of Blackston, and that's going to be a turnover. Rockets will have it at midfield.
Yeah, first half, Cleveland was pretty accurate in most of his throws. Right there, those last 2 throws, you know, he'd like to have those back. A real easy throw right there. He just kind of almost like a wide open layup. And he probably would have had the first down, too. So, he, of course, went in our favor, and we'll take over at the 50-yard line. You know, this is exactly where we want to be, Matt. Just come out and just play football. Don't even look at the score. It's 0-0 in your mind.
Clarkson's going to have a lot of gas in the tank right now. Right before the half started, he looked up here at me, and I held up. He knows what he's got to do now.
So what's he need, PJ? 6? He needed 48 coming into the night.
Yeah.
You said he had 42 at the half.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, he needs 6.
So he needs 6 yards.
I told him 2 extra. He'll
to get
drive
to 1,000. So there you go. So Clarkson's offset to the left of Bailey Usley. 1st and 10. Trips to the right. Usley takes a snap. He'll be back to pass. All kind of heat coming. He's going to throw it deep. Intended for number, and it's going to be thrown out of bounds. Intended for Aiden Arthur. I'm kind of surprised they came out slinging it on 1st down, bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and a little out. I think it's designed for him there. So a nice trust in the coaching staff for him. Looks like he ran a little out and up there, and just a little ball thrown. I think the ball took a little, or the play took a little long to develop, and he just had to kind of throw the ball away.
I'm glad they're trying to get him involved in the offense.
Yeah,
he's a good player. So 2nd and 10 at the 50. Usually he's going to be in a shotgun. Going to go 4 wide receivers. Jack McClin to the right, Scotty Davis wide left. Roger Woods in the slot to the left, Grayson Seitz to the right. Clarkson offset to the left of the quarterback. Going to turn, play fake to Clarkson. Usually's going to be wrapped up and sacked again on the keeper. And a late flag. And if that's going to, is that going to go against the Rockets again?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like we got a Rocket with his hands on his helmet like that was on me, but I'm not sure.
I'll be the first one to say it. I don't like this offensive series at all. It is going to be a hold against the Rockets, so that's going to back them up even farther. And that's going to bring up 2nd and a ton, or 3rd down in a bunch. I don't know why you come out throwing on the first 2 plays. Again, what did we say the key to the second half was?
Yeah, you
got to get Clarkson involved.
Yeah,
anyway,
we
maybe
apologize. The coaching staff's thinking, hey, we're down 27. We got to get some quick scores, and maybe they saw something in the film in the first half. They're trying to expose. We're not sure, but now we have our 3rd and 32 from our own 28-yard line.
My goodness,
what did you draw up here?
It's a bunch. You just run the ball and punt it. So Clarkson offset to the left of Usley, and he's going to get the handoff. Cuts up inside, be wrapped up immediately, and he might get back to the original line, and that's it.
63.
I got to fix my hoodie. I tried to put my hoodie on, Matt. Got it on backwards.
Actually, he lost a yard.
Total media hoodie.
So now he needs 7 to get to 1,000. And I just need to be quiet, Nate. I don't do that very often, but you have such a great defensive stand to come out of the half. You got to have a better offensive series than that. So Scotty Davis is back to punt inside the 10. He'll catch it about the 10, gets the punt away, and it's another good one. So it's going to land about the 45, take a rocket bounce, go inside the 50 and roll dead at the 44-yard line of the Marauders, and that's where they'll take over. So nothing doing for the Rockets on offense at all. And Megs has, and that's been the story of the night. We can't keep the ball long enough to establish anything.
We did a great job last time, getting the ball right back, good field position. Take advantage of their mistakes. And that's when you like to have back, I think, as a play caller. Kind of go, especially the first down right there. Josh has been really successful, getting at least 2 or 3 yards every first down with the line doing a good push, good job in the push. So I think next time they may try to take your advice on that, Pete.
So Cleveland in the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 44. Blackston offset to his left. Cleveland back to pass. Going to fire it out to number 1. Almost picked off by Devin Barnhill.
Man.
Devin's having a night, man.
Yeah, he is. And I don't know what Cleveland was thinking on that because he just stared at Devin for a second and then just threw the ball at him. I think Devin was surprised that ball was coming at him right there.
Devin looked at the coaches and said, "My bad." No, he made a good play.
Yeah.
Don't expect linemen to see those gimmies too often.
Yeah, Devin is a basketball player. I think that's probably his true love. And so he has good hands, and I know, he'll be watching that film back for years and thinking, man, that would have been a touchdown.
So Cleveland in the shotgun. Offset to his right is Blackston. Trips to the left. Takes a snap back to pass. It's Cleveland looking deep. Has a man, number 6. And it's going to be incomplete, overthrown. Pretty well defended there by Roger Woods, and then Grayson Seitz came over on help. So that'll bring up 3rd and 10.
So, Cleveland coming out and, like we said, the first half, he was pretty accurate. Right now, he's not showing the same accuracy other than hitting Devin Barnhill right in the chest.
Yep.
He hasn't come close right now.
Yeah, the only players that had hands on the football have been Rockets.
Yeah.
Trenton Hickman had that batted down pass, too. So Cleveland in the shotgun going empty. Nope, I take that back. Blackston's offset to his left. Going to go stack, twins to both sides. Jet motion from Tracy. Back to passes. Cleveland gives it to Tracy. Now he's going to try to cut up inside. Clarkson there, and finished off by number 57, 67, Brennan Hall.
Senior
and that'll bring
Brennan
up
Hall.
4th down.
A big hit there by Hall.
So that'll be another candidate. I still think Scotty Davis has it on that.
It's hard
that hit on Griffin Hudson, man.
Yeah.
So Megs going to punt it away this time. If you're just tuning in, 9:13 and counting left in the 3rd quarter, 27-0. Megs on top. If you're tracking Clarkson's yards, he now needs 7 to get to 1,000 yards. Had 1 carry. And Grayson Seitz will be back deep to receive for the Rockets. So Blackston back to punt, gets the punt away. And Grayson's just going to let it go. And it's going to take a Megs roll. Go down inside the 10. They're going to down that at about the 9-yard line. Or maybe the 8 even. I think they're going to spot that at the 8. We'll see.
Yeah, right there, A. North. A great hustle by that young man right there. Just kind of running along beside Megs. And I know he's probably just doing what he thinks he needs to do right there. But as a coaching staff, you need to help him out right there. Say, listen, we're not going to receive that ball. Just get away from it. You don't want that ball to take a bad bounce and bounce off his leg. Because, like I said, I know the kid's just doing what he's been coached. But right there, he's just got to get away.
Yeah.
But great hustle by that young man.
So the Rockets take over. They did give him the 9-yard line. So they're pinned back deep again. Oosley will be in the shotgun. Clarkson's going to be offset to his left. Or, I'm sorry, his right. Scotty Davis behind the left tackle. Megs, everybody playing tight on the line of scrimmage. Hand off to Clarkson. Clarkson has a right-hand edge. Trucks a guy. And we'll give him a couple on 1st down. Bring up 2nd at about 8.
Yeah, and Clarkson just, when he gets hit like that and he gets his legs driving, he finishes so strong right there.
I didn't see who that was. I think that might have been Megs number 15, Braden Goebel, on the wrong end of that hit by Clarkson. He was coming with a head of steam.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get hit by Clarkson because he's so low-centered gravity, man. He's like a little bowling ball.
So 2nd 8. Ball's going to be on the 11-yard line. And the shotgun is Oosley with Clarkson to his left. Going to turn the hand off to Clarkson again. Nope. Pass over the middle. In and out of the hands of Roger Woods on the slant, and that'll be incomplete. Bring up 3rd and 9. And again, Nate, I just don't know. I don't know. He's completed 1 pass in the flat tonight for, what'd you say, PJ, about 4 yards?
Yep.
And you're trying to get something going here on offense. It's looking like another 3 and out, barring a miracle here on 3rd down. Now, we'll try to throw it again here on 3rd down. And, the guy that we really think needs to be getting the ball hasn't been a factor since the half. So Clarkson will be offset to the left of Oosley. Twins to both sides. Jack McClin wide right, Scotty Davis wide left. Oosley takes a snap. Yep, and he'll be back to pass again. Looking deep. It's going to be intended for Grayson Seitz. Nobody there except Meigs Marauders. The ball's going to be incomplete, bring up another 4th down.
No comment.
Yeah, I'm out of things to say. 7:55 left here in the 3rd quarter. 27-0. Megs on top. Scotty Davis is going to have to punt from his own end zone. So far in the 2nd half, Josh Clarkson has 2 carries. Needs 7 yards to hit 1,000. So Davis gets the punt away from his own end zone. The ball's going to land inside Rocket territory and roll out of bounds at the 39-yard line. So Megs is going to have it inside Rocket territory. And again, we're just not doing anybody any favors except the Meigs Marauders.
Yeah, right now, both teams not looking sharp at all. Megs is, definitely looks like they are making a little bit more mistakes and not being as crisp as they were the first half. And we just, we're not getting anything going. So, I guess right here, like what team's going to step up and open it up and get a drive, get something going here. We'll see. Hopefully it's not Megs first.
So 4 wide, Cleveland in the shotgun, Blackston to his right. Turn a handoff to Blackston straight in the middle. Has a little bit of a seam, and he'll be brought down from behind by number 14, Josh Clarkson. And Scotty Davis help on the back end.
Yes, just Clarkson just wrapped around his ankles and held on. Then Scotty Davis come and help clean him up. and something we mentioned there that really helped Scotty Davis out a lot because moving Josh Clarkson to inside linebacker has really helped both those guys out. It's helped Scotty get freed up a little bit to make more plays because they just can't double team him. And then Josh gets him more active on defense every play.
2nd and 6, Cleveland in the shotgun, 4 wide, back to pass. Has some time. Goes through his progression, looking right, trying to find a man deep. Has Griffin Hudson, overthrows him, and it's going to be incomplete. And actually, tip my hat to Aiden Arthur right there. Was running step for step with one of the fastest guys in the TVC.
Yeah, right there, Aiden Arthur. Like, he never sees the Meigs us every game, no matter what receiver he's matched up to. He's step by step with him, and so a good job by the young freshman.
I'll be shocked if he doesn't get all conference honors. So Cleveland will be in the shotgun again, 3rd down and 6. Ball's marked at the 35.
Now, I'm just, Megs is kind of really stalled.
They're milking clock right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're taking the play clock's down to 11, and Cleveland's just now getting the play to his line.
And they're struggling to get a first down.
So Blackston offset to the right, 4 wide. Cleveland takes a snap, back to pass. Looking right. Has a man, number 3, J. Dick! Wide open hit, and now we've got a flag in the open field away from the play. But, man, we got to nominate him for hit of the game.
Yeah, a big hit over there. Who was that, Matt?
Jay Deck.
So number 28.
Freshman, number 28, the freshman. And the penalty's going to go against the Marauders.
So I'm sure. So I'd drop it back 10 yards. You'd think that you'd decline that penalty, but.
Well, Megs is going to go for it either way.
Yeah.
No, they are going to decline it.
So, yeah, because they lose 5 yards on that.
Yep. So it's going to be 4th and 10. Or actually 4th and 11 from the 40. Cleveland in the shotgun.
Aiden Arthur man up down here on number 4, Hudson.
That's an interesting matchup.
You gotta think, in the coaching box after they see a freshman, they see a guy that can fly, and that's their playmaker, number 4.
And interestingly enough, Aiden's taking inside leverage on him right here. We'll see how this goes. Cleveland in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. Looking for Hudson.
Ooh.
And he has number 1 wide open. Devin Barnhill has to give chase. And nobody came up and covered the flat, and that's a big first down for the Marauders. They're going to get that down inside the 20, or maybe right at the 20.
Nice play right there by Megs. It ran off Hudson, ran him downfield. And then I think Cleveland initially wanted to go to Hudson, but then realized number 1 is wide open underneath. And right there, you got Devin Barnhill, which is a defensive tackle or defensive end right there, stepping out in cover. He's trying to cover. That's a tough ask for someone like him.
So Cleveland in the shotgun again, 1st and 10, inside Rocket territory at the 20. Back to pass is Cleveland. Looking right, now has to come back, look left. All kind of Rockets giving chase, and he's going to fire it into the end zone for Hudson to just throw it out of bounds incomplete. So I bring up 2nd and 10.
One thing I like about Devin Barnhill, the old rule of thumb is you never let a receiver pass your face without touching them or getting hands on them. And so the one thing I've noticed about Devin, every time someone crosses his area, he makes sure they know he's there. He'll give them a little chuck or whatever, kind of knock them off the route. It's not pass interference, but just enough to, let them know, hey, I'm here. So that's just little things that you don't see or don't get called out. And I want to make sure that, he sees that, he understands we see that, and we appreciate those little extra details that he's putting in to make sure that he's doing his job good.
So we'll stay right here with you. Normally we try to take a break during the timeout as well. 27-0, Megs on top, 6:02 left in the 3rd quarter. And Clarkson still looking at 7 yards?
5. He's looking at 5 yards.
Okay. $7 yards. He's got 43.
He needed 48.
Yeah. Huh?
He needed 48.
Oh, I'm sorry. So 5 yards.
Yeah.
Did he get 2 on that series? Okay.
Yep.
So he needs 5 yards.
And I'm wondering, because we talked about the fact that the coaching staff had some different numbers. I'm wondering if in their head, they're thinking he's already got 1,000, so they're not even worried about giving him the ball.
I don't know. I can't imagine that. Either way, you have to find ways to get him involved in the offense.
Absolutely.
You just come out, hand it off to him, and then try these absolutely atrocious pass plays. Nothing's working. The quarterback sweep hasn't worked. Nobody's been able to catch the football for Wellston all night. So out of the timeout, Cleveland's going to be in the shotgun with Blackston offset to his left. Going to be 4 wide receivers. Griffin Hudson wide to the left. Owen Tracy wide to the right. The 2 slot men are Arms and Yates. So Cleveland in the shotgun. Takes a snap, play fake. He's going to go option, pulls it out. Has Owen Tracy over the middle. Caught. And that should be enough. Give me a little bit short of it. Nope, they're going to give him the first down. So that'll bring up 1st and goal. I think the ball is going to be marked at about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, nice play right there by Cleveland. Just kind of holding that ball at the last second. And that has to, of course, it requires our linebackers have to respect that just because their number one, responsibility is a run. So you hold that just long enough to let that receiver drop in behind of him, and then he pulls it out and throws a nice dart right behind the linebackers. Nice play by Cleveland.
So Cleveland back to pass again. Looking for the corner fade. Has Owen Tracy. And well defended by Roger Woods. Broke up the pass. Got a hand in there.
Pass was intended for number 6.
Score update. Vinton County and Nelsonville. There's 1:20 in the 4th quarter. Vinton County is getting beat 12-54. So that's going to set the matchup next weekend for a 9-0 and 9-0 Athens and Nelsonville. That's going to be a big-time game.
For all the marbles in the TVC. Cleveland in the shotgun, 2nd and 5. The 2nd goal from the 5. Now he'll drop back to pass, fake, and then he'll just keep it himself. Driving in the middle, Clarkson with the hit, ball's loose.
Number 2 on the keeper, Brett.
And they're going to say he was down. Number 67, number 67, Brennan Hall, came up with the football, but they're going to say Cleveland was down. I don't know one way or the other. I didn't have a good angle. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
Yeah, clock's just ticking.
Yeah, I mean, that's Megs. Megs is in full control mode right now.
Yeah. 20 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to run it down.
So Cleveland in the shotgun, Blackston offset to the right. Yates motions into the backfield, probably going to hand off to him. They do. Yates into the middle, straight in for a touchdown. Same result as the last time, and that's 6 points for the Marauders.
Big fella coming up the middle there.
And now we're into a running clock again. So, yeah, with that score, the clock's going to keep ticking. So now they're at 4:32 and counting. Blackston on to attempt a point after. He's going to kick it. Hold is down. Kick is going to be short. Barely got it over the line of scrimmage, so the kick is no good. We'll take a quick break on a change of possession. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Golden Rocket Football on 105.3 FM, The Game, and 1330 WYPC AM. We'll be right back.
Good people bring good people.
At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the
Good
foundation
people
of our
bring
projects
good
and our
people.
company. At Buckeye Construction and Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. BCR in Wellston, Waterford, and Cincinnati. BCR opportunities and salaries referral bonus program opportunities and an BCRMCO.com program. Join one of the fastest growing companies in the Midwest by calling 833-775-1595 or visit BCRMCO.com to apply. BCR, preserving our history with the hands of craftsmen.
Wellston Golden Rockets Sports on 105.3 The Game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. 4:21 left in the 3rd quarter. 33-0. Megs on top. Blackston will have the ball on the tee at the 40. Grayson Seitz will be back to receive the kick for the Rockets.
Number 44 and number 17 back to the Rockets.
So the referees whistle, and the clock will continue to run.
Third quarter feels like the sixth quarter by this. How things are going tonight, man.
Yeah. So Blackston's kick is away now. It's going to be a line driver right to Scotty Davis. It'll roll past him. Grayson's going to pick it up and run right towards the sideline. Trying to get the right-hand edge. He's going to have a little bit of room. He'll run out of bounds at the 29.
I thought he was going to go to the concession stand there for a second. Wasn't sure where he was going.
Yeah. Nobody told him north and south. So 3:47 left now, 33-0 if you just tuned in. And Clarkson still chasing 1,000. That's 7 yards away. And we got a text from Todd Compton earlier. He said he surpassed it in the first half. I can confidently say that's not the case. And I say that because I watched 12 hours of film. I watched every offensive possession and made sure I got the spots on the ball right, made sure that no penalty yards were included. He came into this game with 952. He's got 43 right now. So I'm not a math major, but that leaves seven to go. So 3:35, clock's running. We're in the running clock.
So a shout out to Todd. He actually had a fall, I guess, and injured his ankle. So I think he's probably watching this at home. So hope you heal up fast, Todd.
Been doing it a long time, man.
Yeah,
Great guy,
man.
one of the nicest guys you ever meet. So Clarkson offset to the right, and we're going to have a false start maybe.
On Grayson.
Or nope, a timeout call by Wellston. So that'll be their first. Not sure what happened there. So we'll take another quick 30 seconds. Be right back with you after the timeout.
ERA Martin and Associates is your local connection to buying and selling real estate. They have a team of great agents ready to help you not only find a property, but actually buy it. There are a lot of steps involved in buying or selling real estate, and it's important to work with an agent you trust to guide you through. ERA agents are extensively trained, and that training never ends because you are too important. ERA Martin and Associates with offices in Jackson and Wellston, wishing all of our local athletes great success.
This is 105.3 The Game.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back coming after the timeout. Not sure why we had to take a timeout right after a kickoff, but that's where we are. 33-0 if you just tuned in. Megs on top with 3:17 left in the third quarter. So goal has to be get a score, get out of this running clock.
Let's get a first down first. Little wins, Matt. Let's not get too excited. Let's just try to get a first down.
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll get a touchdown.
It's been something to watch. So out of the huddle is Ousley. Clarkson's going to be offset to his right. Aiden Arthur to his left. Grayson Sights wide left with Scotty Davis wide right with Roger Woods in the slot. Going to turn, play fake to Clarkson. Going to hand out to Aiden Arthur, who's going to have to run sideways, and he'll get corralled and be tackled for a loss. And I just don't know about this, Nathan. I am so perplexed right now. It is beyond me.
Well, it's tough putting Aiden Arthur in that situation because they saw that play coming way before it got there, and they were able to go and just waiting on him to catch the ball. Tough. Make it easy for the defense.
Just bring up 2nd and 14. Ball back at the Rocket 26-yard line. Clarkson offset to Ousley's right. And they're bringing pressure everywhere, off the edge for sure. Going to hand off to Clarkson. Has a seam. Breaks loose. Trying to get past Griffin Hudson. Breaks a couple tackles. And that's it. He's got 1,000 yards. Ball's going to be up at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by the line. Give him some room to run, and then Josh does a rest. Nice little couple cuts. Gets in the open field. Thought he was going to break loose, Matt, for another big run. But a nice job by Megs, not giving up on the play and bringing him down.
That carry gave Josh Clarkson, number 14, 1,000 yards for the season.
Stop the game, guys. They're not going to. Ousley's in the shotgun with Clarkson offset to his right. Going to hand off to Clarkson again. Trying to cut up inside into the middle. Gets past the 50, still driving tacklers. And he'll be brought down inside Megs territory at about the 48-yard or 47, give him the 48-yard line. So bring up 2nd down and about 5.
Yeah, like I said, that line is just doing a good job of giving him some room to run. And then Josh is just so feisty. You know, he's determined. He doesn't want to go down. And so it's easy to root for Josh.
Yeah.
And these linemen tonight, man, the last 2 games, the linemen did a good job, a great job.
So Usley in the shotgun. Hand off to Clarkson again, this time going left, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield. Good open field tackle in pursuit by number 15, Braden Goebel. We got to be careful here and make sure he doesn't go backwards. I think that run was enough to give him a pretty good cushion.
So, yeah, Megs jumps that side. Looks like Megs has some new jerseys on that line, the defensive line there, So
he'll lose a yard there, so bring up 3rd down and a long 6.
Yeah.
Ball's at the 49 inside Megs territory. Usually in the shotgun. Clarkson offset to his right. Twins to the right with Roger Woods wide left. Back to pass is Usley. Looking right. Rolling Scotty Davis. Ball's caught. Scotty past the 40. Cuts up inside in the middle, and he's going to be brought down at the 30-yard line from behind by number 63. But that's a big-time gainer for the Golden Rockets, and that's what they've been trying to hit out there in the flat.
Yeah, nice job by nice play action fake. Nice job by the line, give him time to throw. And Scotty did a good job collecting the ball, getting upfield. Scotty's made some big catches over his career last 2 years. Going up, last year a couple times he went up high and pulled down some catches over the middle. So it's not unusual to see him get an opportunity to catch the ball.
That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score, 33 Megs. Wellston's got nothing. Trying to get out of this running clock. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. You're listening to Rocket Football on 105.3 FM, The Game, 1330 WYPC AM. We'll be back with the 4th quarter right after this.
Willis Advantage Property Solutions delivers dependable, full-service property maintenance you can trust. We specialize in asphalt repair, infrared patching, surface cleaning, parking lot striping, and powerful hydrojet drain cleaning, serving industrial, commercial, and residential customers across the region. From small fixes to large-scale projects, we get the job done right, on time, and on budget. Call now for your free consultation at 740-577-4574. Willis Advantage Property Solutions. We protect and maintain what matters.
Wellston Golden
Good
Rockets
people
Sports
bring
on
good people. At
105.3
Buckeye Construction
The
and
Game.
Restoration, it's the foundation of our projects and our company. BCR
All right,
offers
Rocket
competitive
fans,
salaries.
we're back. I'm Matt Peterson on the play-by-play. Nathan Mollahan on the color commentary. Paul Peterson on stats. Start of the 4th quarter. Megs on top, 33-0. But the bright spot, Josh Clarkson on that last drive, surpassed 1,000 yards. He's the 18th running back in school history, as far as we can verify, that's done that. And this is the 26th season Wellston has had a 1,000-yard rusher.
The Wellston fans showed him some love as he walked down there. They all cheered for him and gave him a nice ovation, so greatly deserved.
Yeah, that's not hard to do, Nate. You had a son that ran for 1,000 here back in 2019.
Yep, I think he had almost 1,200 his senior year.
Rylan Mollahan was the last one. So Usley in the shotgun, Clarkson to his left. Now they're going to send Clarkson on a fly motion out in the flat. And we got a pre-snap penalty. It's going to be a false start. Somebody jumped, and that was going Clarkson's way. You know they were throwing the football to him, and that's going to be a false start against the Rockets. Back them up 5, and we just continue to shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, and of course that year, Matt, his senior year, he had never ever gone down for an injury. And senior night that night, he went down and only played the first quarter of that game, and so then he was hurt. The rest of that game, and then they went in Benton County the next week, and he couldn't hardly run. So he potentially could have been up around the 200 or 12 to 1,300 yard mark, but that old ankle injury got him.
Yeah, didn't play at all in the second half against Nelsonville.
And then there's a couple
South
games.
Point was a rain delay,
Yeah,
so he essentially got that in 7 games.
Yeah.
So handoff is going to be to Clarkson. Has some room on the right-hand side. Goes off tackle, cuts up inside, and he'll pick up all the penalty yardage plus some, and that'll bring up at least second down and manageable now. And they're going to give him to the 25-yard line. So the Rockets trying to get a score here late.
Yeah, he was told at the beginning of his season that they wouldn't have a 1,000-yard rusher. Basically, they're going to throw the ball, and so they was able to get that year. So big shout out to him.
So it'll be handoff to Clarkson again, this time running right. Breaks a tackle, cuts up inside again, and now he's down. That'll be enough for a first down, and that's going to get him close to the 15, call it the 16-yard line. And it'd be nice to see him to get 6 points to cap off this season here.
He definitely deserves it right here.
And that's what's crazy is all those yards, he's got 1 rushing touchdown. And that came last week against Athens.
And I said he definitely deserves it. I mean, when someone scores a touchdown, it's a team touchdown, so the team deserves it. I got to make sure I correct that.
So Ousley in the shotgun. Roger Woods wide left, twins to the right. Clarkson offset to the right of Bailey Ousley. Ousley takes a snap, going to hand off to Clarkson again, driving, and he's going to get a few, or they're going to say he got back to the original line, and that's it.
Yeah, that's what would be nice, Matt, if you had a stat for all the linemen, how many touchdowns they're a part of.
Yeah.
And that'd be a neat stat to be able to go back and look at, because no touchdown would ever happen without a line.
So bring up 2nd and 10. No gain on that last carry for Clarkson. 9:20 and counting left in the ball game. So Ousley's going to be in a shotgun. Clarkson to his right. Scotty Davis behind the right tackle. Twins to the right. Roger Woods wide to the left. So back to pass is Ousley. Has a corner fade to Roger Woods. And it's caught by the senior, Roger Woods. Touchdown, Golden Rockets.
Look at Bailey and Roger right there.
What a play.
Good for a Rocket touchdown.
Big play for the senior, Roger Woods.
Outstanding.
Good for him, man. Nice throw by Bailey. Not put air underneath of it, give Roger a chance to go up and make a play, and he just did what he needed to do and secured the ball, coming down with a touchdown.
So that'll at least stop the running clock. So your score right now, pending the point after, is 33-6. Wellston looks like they're going to go for 2. Going to run Bailey Ousley back out there, has his guys in the huddle. So he'll come out in the shotgun. Clarkson's going to be to his left. Twins to the right, and Roger Woods wide to the left up top. See, they've been playing bump on Roger all night.
Yeah.
Can't believe they didn't go after that again. Back to pass is Ousley on the 2-point. Going to throw over the middle. It's caught by number 44, Scotty Davis. So the 2-point conversion is good.
44, Scott Davis is good.
So it took them 3.5 quarters to get going, but the Rockets finally put something together. So we'll take a quick break on the change of possession. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. Your score, Meigs 33, Wellston 8. We'll be right back after this.
Home. It's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than anyone else. Jackson County Banking Center wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, home. It's your sanctuary. You can live a life you County love National Bank wants to help you build that messy, wonderful, Jackson County Banking Center. Here for you now. It's your sanctuary. It's pajamas at noon and cookies in the oven. It's fingerprints on the wall and heights measured in a doorway. It's the one place in the world that you know better than. Visit bcnbfamily.bank for our construction special. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, Rocket fans, we're back on the change of possession. The Golden Rockets will kick off. 8:52 left in the ball game. Megs on top, 33-8. Rockets just scored, if you just tuned in, on a pass from Bailey Ousley on a corner fade to Roger Woods. Pretty good coverage on Roger, but he's a big kid. Just went up and took the ball out of the air.
Yeah, that's good for Roger Woods, a senior man. He's kind of one of those utility players, goes out there, does what he's supposed to do, and good to see him get a big touchdown senior night.
So Scotty Davis will put the ball on the tee. Griffin Hudson, the deep man in the middle. Just in front of him are Blackston, flanking him to the right, and number 11, Demetrius Tackett, back to receive for the Marauders. So Scotty Davis's kick is away. It's going to be another dribbler onside. Going to bounce about the 30, be taken by Blackston. He's going to try to reverse field, trying to get some room on the left-hand edge. And so far he's got some room, and he's going to be completely decleated by Brendan Hall. Somebody had him, Jay Deck had him around the ankles, and Brendan Hall made him pay the price. So Megs will take over at their own. Still waiting on an official spot here as a referee switch footballs.
Number 71 is Elijah Hall.
See, the last 1,000-yard rusher, Matt, was Rylan Mollahan, 2019. I'm looking at the website here, with 1,160 yards. Then Travis J. John did back-to-back. He had 1,543 yards in 2017. It doesn't have the yards on here for 16. Then you had Nick Cox, Noah Massey, then 2 years Matt Lockard. So some good studs down through there. You
Good company.
Yeah. You got Brad Young, Hutchison, Thomas Mays, Rex Harold, Matt Hatton, Troy Smith, Dell Lambert. I mean.
So Cleveland hands off to Blackston, trying to find room right off tackle to the right side. And he's going to pick up close to 7 yards. Brought down by Jay Deck and Scotty Davis. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 2. Take the ball all the way up to the 39.
So it's 25 seasons we've had a 1,000-yard rusher. Of course, some of those 1,000 yards rushers were multiple seasons. So
he's the 18th
yeah,
guy.
So 18th guy. So kudos to him.
If he can get to 1,200 next week, that's a really short list then.
Yep.
So Cleveland in the shotgun. Blackston offset to his left, 4 wide receivers. Twins to both sides. Cleveland takes a snap, hand off to Blackston. Straight up the middle, has the first down and then some. Dragging players inside Rocket territory. Go to the 47. We got a late flag, and we'll see what the call is. Thrown in the area of maybe a face mask, but we'll get the official call here shortly. And that is the call. Didn't see who the guilty party was, but that's going to go against the Rockets. So that's going to send Megs deeper into Rocket territory.
So looking back, you had Matt Hatton in 97 had 1,200 yards. Matt Kendrick, 97, had 1,199, just under the 1,200 yards.
That's impressive. Have 2 backs do it in the same year.
Yeah. Chris Hutchinson, 1,379. 1 year, 98, 99, 1,286.
So Cleveland's in the shotgun, 4 wide again. Different running back this time. This is number 21. I don't have his number's not on the roster, so I'm not sure who that young man is. They're going to motion him off to the right side now. And now we've got a timeout called by Megs. So must have had some personnel issues maybe. They're going to take a break. We'll take a quick 30 seconds also. Matt Peterson, Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson will be back right after the timeout.
Start and end your day with McDonald's of Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur. Start your day off with a McGriddle. Start and end your day. How about a Big Mac or quarter pounder with cheese? And dinner, enjoy some McNuggets or maybe a great shake of fries. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're always cooking up something great from your Jackson, Wellston, Oak Hill, or MacArthur McDonald's. And I'm loving it. And you will too.
Montgomery Truck.
105.3 The Game.
Truck driving industry is one of our country's most
All right,
vital
ladies and gentlemen,
assets.
we are back. Coming out of the timeout, if you just tuned in, 7:47 left in the ball game, 33-8. Megs on top of the Rockets. Rockets put together a nice drive on that last series. Josh Clarkson clears 1,000 yards for the season. Bailey usually connects with Roger Woods, a senior, for a touchdown pass corner fade. So some good things happening late. Just wish we could have got it rolling earlier.
So go back to some history here. So Wellston all-time career rushing leaders, the top 4. Number 4 is Matt Lockard, 2005, 2008. He had 3,248 total yards. Number 3 on the list, Chris Hutchinson, 96 to 99, 3,200 yards. Thomas Meigs, 99 to 2000, 3,200 yards. Take a break. Other play goes on.
And that's a handoff to Nash Yates. And he'll get back to the original line, and that's it. So I'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So back to number 2. That's who I compared Josh to a lot, is Thomas Meigs, just the heart that he plays with. And so he had 3,200 total yards. And then, of course, we all know Brad Young played from 98 to 2000. He had 5,678 yards. We lost him a few years back. So, what a stud. I played a lot of sports against him. I know you have too. And he just was a next-level guy, man.
Good at everything he did.
Yep.
So Cleveland in the shotgun, 2nd and 10, 4 wide. Got a running back to his left. Play fake, back to pass. Cleveland looking for number 1. Had him, and then it's incomplete.
Pass was intended for number 1, Arns, incomplete.
Well defended by Grayson Seitz and Aiden Arthur out there. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. They are inside Rocket territory at the 34. That stops the clock momentarily. 7:04 left in the ball game.
Brings up 3rd down.
We got our little Rocket.
The mascot
coming down through here. He's kind of looked like he's a little tired by now. Matt has been running around all night long. Still doing his job, though, late in the 4th quarter.
Like us. If he's like us, he's emotionally tired. Back to, nope, going to be a toss play to number 21 to the left. He slips and falls, and he'll actually go down for a loss. Technically, I think we'll credit Trendon Hickman on that tackle, but it really happened before Trendon got there. Pretty well defended by the Rockets. I bring up 4th down. I'm sure Megs probably just go for it. Punt really doesn't net you anything right here.
Yeah.
So it'll be 4th and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And like I said, I apologize if there's any Megs fans out there crazy enough to listen to us from Wellston dudes. I don't have number 21 on the roster. So Cleveland in the shotgun, 21 to his left. And back to pass is Cleveland. He's looking for a man deep. Has a guy over the middle. It's picked off.
Josh
Scotty Davis.
Josh.
That is Clarkson. Clarkson trying to get room. Breaks the tackle, shimmy and shaking. Gets it all the way to the 40. What a play by the senior, Josh Clarkson.
That's a big-time play, man. He got up, man. He just stretched out and went up and got that ball. Nice play by Josh.
We said he could catch. Yeah. We just didn't think we'd see it on defense before we did offense.
Yeah, and that's one of the best moves I think they made all year long is adjustments as far as personnel, is putting him into inside linebacker there, because when he was playing cornerback, he was isolated each side, so you took him away from the play 50% of the time, and in the position he's in now, he's got ability to make an impact every play, and right there you see how much of an impact he does have from that position. And like I said, he plays a lot like Thomas Meigs on both sides of the ball.
He's going to be to the left of the quarterback. 4 wide receivers. Twins to both sides. Usually takes a snap. Back to pass. Looking for a man deep. Has Roger Woods again. Going after him.
Nice
Roger
catch.
makes the catch.
Wow.
Great play. Roger Woods to the 30-yard line inside Megs territory.
A little life in the stadium.
Where's this kid been?
Man. Yeah, that's what you want to see. A player go up, a senior go up, and just want the ball. And then what a throw, by Bailey. I mean, put the ball on the money.
And, that was borderline PI.
I know.
He had a guy draped all over him.
He come down. I wouldn't expect him to hold the ball through to maintain the catch, but the great catch.
So Usually in the gun. Clarkson offset to his left. 4 wide again. Roger Woods in the slot. And Bailey's just going to keep it. Run behind Clarkson. Trying to find a little bit of seam. Gets positive yards this time. They didn't try the quarterback sweep. But that'll give Bailey a gain of a couple. Bring up 2nd and long.
Right there is a good job. And I think Bailey's getting used to running that play. And the rule of thumb, Matt, we've said it a million times on this broadcast, if you see a butt, cut it up. And right there, Bailey did a good job. The last couple of times, he's kind of still tried to stretch it to the outside. He understood right there. There's a Megs player coming up. His player's back was to him. So cut it up inside and get what you can get right there and not take a loss. So that's a smart play by Bailey Usley.
2nd down from the 27, inside Marauder territory. Clarkson offset to Bailey Usley's left. Twins to the left. Usley back to pass again. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to look at Aiden Arthur in the end zone. Aiden's got to come back for it, and the ball's picked off by number 8. Going the other direction. And 8's up the sideline trying to go for 6. Barnhill giving chase. Scotty Davis is going to run him out of bounds, but not till he gets all the way to the Wellston 40. And we got a flag back here, I think.
That was Josh running him out of bounds.
No, I'm sorry, Clarkson.
That's a big play right there, running him down from behind.
And Devin Barnhill's over there slow to get up. Clarkson's going to help him.
Yeah, you look at those seniors over there, giving everything they got to make sure he didn't score. They're not giving up, Matt.
So that's a penalty against the Marauders.
So that'll negate the interception, thank goodness. So what was the penalty? I didn't see it.
I didn't either. I saw it go the other way.
So it's going to give us a 1st down, whatever it is. So
it's going to be a personal foul.
Yeah, targeting
against the Marauders. So I'm not sure who got hit on that play. Number 76 for the Golden Rockets. I believe he's a senior as well. Xander Norton.
Yeah, big Xander.
Big fella. Going to put him in the offensive line.
If I remember right, I think he's, of course, it's senior night, and he says he's going to be an equipment operator. And, a lot of these guys, of course, they're going out of high school, going in these trades. Really good jobs, man. Making good decisions, knowing what they want at this time of life, man. A lot of these players out here, like Aiden Hall, I think he said he's going to, in the trades, going to go be a welder. So, good luck to those guys as they go out into life.
So that does not negate the interception. That happened after the interception. So Megs will have the ball, but it's back inside Wellston territory at the 12. Quick pass out to number 4. Hudson in the slot. Spins, breaks loose from Scotty Davis, and then he'll be run out of bounds by Aiden Arthur. Actually, I think he'll stay in bounds, but nice open field tackle by Aiden. But that'll be enough for move the chains.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they call that helmet-to-helmet or targeting in high school. I should know that, but regardless, it was a personal foul.
So that gets it to the 24. 4:40 left in the ball game. Megs on top, 33-8. Rockets on defense. Trips to the right is the indicator. The formation right now. Cleveland still waiting on a call from Coach Yates.
You've got
on the far
Hudson.
sideline.
Is that Hudson isolated up top? So keep an eye on him. And Grayson Seitz is cheating over a little bit that way.
So Blackston offset to the right of the quarterback. He'll get the handoff. Tries to bounce it outside and does. Has a little bit of room on the left-hand edge, and Aiden Arthur brings him down. Some back-end help from Clarkson. So that'll bring up third down and short.
You know, and of course,
second and short. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Megs is obviously want to get a touchdown, another one on the board before the clock winds down to 0. You can tell with the way they're going. They're not running the play clock down to 0. Well, it looks like they may start running it down a little bit now. So you got 20 seconds on the play clock.
So far, everybody's staying in bounds. Blackston back in the ball game, offset to the quarterback's right. Jet motion from the left. Bubble screen to Nash Yates, and it's just over top of his head. It's going to go incomplete.
And the one thing, if you don't play on this field much, people don't really realize, is the crown of this field. From the center of the field to the edges, it drops down about 6 inches to a foot. And that, you can see these throws he's thrown out to the wings look like easy throws. He's overthrown them, and that could be the case where he's not used to where the field drops off there a little bit. So that may be a factor in his inaccuracy to hit those passes out there.
So that incompletion will stop the clock at least. Cleveland will be in the shotgun. Blackston will be offset to his right. 4 wide, twins to both sides. Owen Tracy wide to the right. Griffin Hudson wide to the left. Cleveland takes a snap. He's going to roll right, and he'll just keep it himself. He's going to cut up inside the seam and slide. Get more than enough for a first down. And the referee does get the correct spot where the slide started. That'll get him to the 42. So bring up another first down for Megs.
I don't like the slide.
Yeah, I wish they'd just take it out of the game.
Yeah. You know, I know it's probably a smart play, but I like to see those quarterbacks put their head down and just go.
So now Megs is in full. We're going to burn clock. We got the players just standing kind of looking at the play clock. It's down to 16. Now the call is in. So Cleveland communicates that to his offensive line. He's in the shotgun. Blackston offset to his left. Trips to the right. Hudson wide left. Jet again. Cleveland back to pass. Looking for Hudson. Can't find him. Now giving chase is Ethan Case. He's going to let it loose. Going down the sideline is number 1, and it's incomplete. Number 1 came loose late, wide open. That's Isaiah Arms, and it just went off his hands. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Their inability to catch a ball from the receiver position has really benefited us big time, Matt, because there's been at least 5 to 6 big plays that they've dropped wide open.
Yeah. Yeah, Cleveland's a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah.
He's got some height, too. They got him listed at 6'2". That's about right. So Blackston's offset to his left. Twins to both sides again. Cleveland in the shotgun. Now turn handoff to Blackston. Off tackle to the right. Has all kind of room trying to get the right edge. And Bailey Ousley's going to push him out of bounds. Inside Rocket territory at the 42.
I thought Aiden Hall was going to make a big play. He got in the backfield quick there. But, yeah, Megs did a good job just kind of stringing that play out, getting the field. And we lost containment on the edge here. And that's one thing, you know, I know it's late in the game and everything like that. But just kind of our corners got to make sure they come up here, attack the outside shoulder of the defender, and take on the block, push that play back inside. Don't get blocked inside.
So Cleveland with Blackston to his left, 4 wide. Takes a shotgun snap. And then play fake to Blackston. Looking for a man left. Has number 5. We'll see if he gets there. And it's thrown and completed. And run out of bounds by Bailey Ousley. But not until he picks up a first down. That's Jeremiah Martin.
I mean, he released that ball probably 2 or 3 seconds before the receiver was going to catch it, you know, and was in position to catch it. And nice timing out there and a nice communication between the quarterback and the receiver. And a beautiful ball to Cleveland. I mean, the ball just looked beautiful, man. Nice tight spiral.
So you can tell Meg's trying to get this thing back to a running clock. There's a minute 57 left, so I'm not sure it's going to matter. I'm kind of surprised they got starters in still, but that's where we're at. Blackston is going to be offset to Cleveland's right, 4 wide. Now number 5 motions into the backfield. That's Martin, going to turn handoff to him. Has some room in the middle and stacked up. Very well defended by the Golden Rockets.
Number 5, Martin.
And he's going to get a couple on first down. We'll see where they spot it.
1:34 left to go in the game.
4.
Megs just trying to score a touchdown before the clock runs out, I think, to get back to that 8 points they gave up there late in the fourth quarter here, Matt. I think they didn't like giving up those points.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball marked around the 14. Minute and 7. Minute 5, so we're We're getting down there pretty quick. Now they're just going to take a knee and get out of here. Wellston's got timeouts, but I'm sure they won't call them. Should have to knee it twice, and that should do it. So there's the first one. So that'll bring up third down. And there is a 4-second difference, I believe. Well, no, they're going to start the play clock now, sync it up with a game clock, so there's really no need to run another play. So that's going to do it on senior night. Not the outcome we wanted for sure. Very, very strange game. Strange offensively for sure. A lot of silly penalties. Just really put Wellston in a hole early. And they're going to let this thing run out. I don't know why they just don't get the teams to the sidelines. That's kind of what it's looking like now. It's 13 seconds technically left. But for all intents and purposes, that's the ball game. So your final here at C.H. Jones Field is going to be 33 for Megs. And the Golden Rockets have just 8 points that came on a late touchdown pass to Roger Woods. So I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. We're going to try to get Josh Clarkson up here to talk to him a little bit in the post game. We'll be back with you with final game thoughts after this.
Looking for a strike of fun and a slice of something amazing? Roll into Leo of Wellston, where the good times roll and the pizza hits the spot. Bowl a turkey, eat a slice, maybe both at once. Hey, we don't judge. Pro tip, bowling burns calories. Pizza adds to happiness. Find us at 15 North Park Avenue in Wellston, right where the fun lives, and give us a call at 740-384-6670 to plan your next night out. Leo of Wellston, where every night is a pizza party with pins.
This is 105.3 The Game.
Are you looking for the perfect power sport vehicle? Well, come visit Pony Power Sports of Jackson, where the same great faces you know and love at the same location and with the best selection in the tri-state area. From motorcycles to ATVs to side-by-sides. Pony Power Sports of Jackson.
And that's why we believe in helping you select the right insurance for your needs. Dedication and you want to protect your auto, home, farm, or business, you want Lockard Insurance on your team. Give us a call at 740-384-2020. We'd love to help evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies. Good luck to all of our local area teams. You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Dave Strickland will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you'd do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Dave Strickland in Wellston at 740-384-2809 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Strength, passion, determination. Every moment that moves you and every movement that drives you. When pain or injuries try to limit you, our orthopedic team at Holzer has the latest treatment options and robotic-assisted surgery with joint replacement, sports medicine, and therapies to keep you moving forward. Every movement, every step, every moment. Think Holzer first.
This factory has walls.
Cottle Shipping is focused on providing logging and land clearing services with the highest levels of customer satisfaction and will do everything they can to meet your expectations. With a variety of offerings to choose from, they are sure you'll be happy working with them. There is no job too large for Cottle Shipping. Cottle Shipping has been in business for over 40 years, which is experience that you can trust. For more information about your logging and shipping needs, call Cottle Shipping at 740-596-5984. That's 740-596-5984. Great deals on your favorite stuff. Gas and Stuff offers a wide variety of scrumptious hot and fresh.
You're listening to the Wellston Golden Rockets on Fox Sports 105.3 FM.
And don't forget about your favorite Ohio lottery games. Gas and
All
Stuff.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with our final game thoughts. We're going to try to get young Clarkson up here for a post-game interview. We haven't done any player interviews this year, but guy runs for 1,000 yards. You kind of got to get him up here if you can. So PJ will go to you for some stats. Getting some wires put away. I know I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm multitask. Clarkson finishes off the night with 21 carries for 87 yards, averaging 4.1 a carry. So decent night overall. Not the best night he's had, but
yeah. Well, I think it's worth mentioning that he had 8 in the box all night.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't do anything to try to get him out of that.
And Bailey usually finishes off the night with 19 passing attempts, 5 completions for 68 yards, averaging 13.6 a carry.
per pass.
Or per pass. Sorry, yeah.
Okay, keep talking, PJ. I'm going to try to get a hold of Clarkson here.
Okay. And then on the Megs side of things here, you'll have to bear with me here a little bit while I get the roster here. Let's see here. Gunnar Cleland finishes off the night with 30 attempts for 12 completions and 192 yards. Very good game for their quarterback this evening. On the rushing end of things, Beckham Blackstone finishes off the night with 13 carries for 97 yards, averaging 7.4 a carry. And their quarterback, Gunnar Cleland, finishes off the night with 6 carries for 12 yards. Very interesting game this evening. Did not go the way I expected. However, Clarkson got his yards in. I'm sure he's thrilled. Megs walks away with the win. I'm sure they're happy with that.
I did catch him, so he's going to be up here.
Get him on the mic.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined finally by the first time we've done a post-game player interview probably since last year. I think last year we had Cale Fott and those guys up.
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to have Josh up here. Been a grinding year for sure. Didn't go the way everybody wanted it to. But hit that milestone. Talk to us about kind of what that meant to you from the beginning of the season, knowing that you're going to have a team that probably struggles a little bit with some younger guys, but just keeping that in the back of your mind.
Well, I knew I always wanted to hit 1,000 yards throughout my entire career. And hitting it tonight, I mean, emotions are starting to come out. I knew coming into the season that it wasn't going to be an easy task. My lines were a little undersized, but to give it to them, they work hard. I ain't going to take all the glory. Right. I can't do my job without them. I just had to work twice as hard in the off season. I mean, 40 pounds over 3 years does a toll on the body.
Right. Well, we talked about that earlier in the year. You know, we've said several times that any of the success you see doesn't happen out here. It happens in the weight room. So, you know, that's been a major part of what you've done here. You were the first running back since 2019. The last one was this guy's boy.
Yeah.
So, Rylan, you talk about a workhorse, you know, he was a similar way. You know, Rylan wouldn't let anybody outlift him. So, congratulations to you. Got one more game left. We talked about the list gets really short if you can get to 1,200. You finished with 87 tonight. Yeah. So, it puts you about 1,030. So, 1,200 probably be a pretty tall order. But anything you want to say about your line or the rest of the team?
Give them thanks. I mean, I'm a workhorse. I may not score all the touchdowns or be the guy on the front lines, but it's my job is to run the ball. I got to give it to Roger Woods though. He was
what
on
a
fire
night!
Tonight.
Yeah, big night, big catches.
He had a couple really nice routes. And Bailey Connect. Just wish we could have got that going a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But they played 8 in the box all night, so running yards were hard to come by. Had that one big one, had a 65-yarder call back. What a bummer.
I got down there, I was celebrating, and then I saw the yellow mark on the field, and my soul left my body. I was really upset.
We get it, man. Well, congratulations to you. We'll get you down there to spend some time with your senior teammates. Look forward to seeing you finish this thing off at Vinton County next week. So Rocket fans out there listening, make sure you come out and support the Rockets. Got one more in the tank, man.
Yes, sir.
Josh, of course, I told you.
Thanks, sir.
You know, of course, on the sideline, I've told you, or on the side, I've told you how much I appreciate what you do and how you run the ball and how you handle yourself. That's for us as people from Wellston that's played the game of football. You represent us old guys well. And so I've told you, you take me back to the days of Thomas Meigs. You know, Thomas was a smaller guy, but he had a heart, man. And the kid didn't stop. And so when you get that ball and you run and whatever you do on the football field, you really make us all proud. And I just want to say thank you for what you do and representing and going out there and doing it the right way, you know, being a leader. You know, that big interception out there, that was a big catch out there.
Yeah, big time play. I almost forgot about that.
But, yeah, congratulations for getting 1,000 yards. It's not easy to do. And like you said, I think you said you can't do it without your line. So there's big uglies, man. They need a big hug, you know. And maybe wait till after, you know, maybe tomorrow when they're not stinking so bad. But congratulations, buddy. And enjoy this, man.
All right, thank you.
Josh, have a good night, man. We'll catch up with you later on. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in to catch the final score, the final was 33-8. Megs came out on top in this one. We just finished talking to Josh Clarkson, became the 18th running back in school history to reach that 1,000-yard mark, the first one since 2019 when Rylan Mollahan did it. So we'll look for him to finish up strong against Vinton County next week. Nate got a couple decisions to make here. We got the Monroe Collision hit of the game and the PDQ player of the game. Post-game honors we always give out. And there were a couple of man, player of the game is going to be tough. So I think we can get Monroe Collision hit of the game out of the way pretty early. And there were some doozies tonight. Clarkson had a real nice one. Ethan Case had one early. But I think we're all in agreement, man. When Griffin Hudson caught that ball in the flat down here and Scotty Davis came downhill, my goodness. That almost looked like a cartoon hit, man. Scotty told me, I was walking into the stadium tonight, and Scotty passed me on the way out. I got here early, make sure everything was set up. And he said, pay attention to me. He said, I'm going to give you one. He wasn't kidding. So he did. So we're going to give he's gotten that a couple times this year. So we're going to give Scotty Davis on senior night fitting that he'll get the Monroe Collision hit of the game. This one's going to be a little bit of a debate, man, because I'm torn on a couple of guys. Devin Barnhill's he played a really good game tonight. Had a couple pass breakup. Well, had that one pass breakup, almost an interception. Was in the backfield making plays.
Big play in the first series of the game. I mean, big time play.
Yeah, and then another guy that we haven't really talked about much all year, hasn't got a lot of targets, was Roger Woods.
Yep.
I mean, he showed up big, had the only touchdown catch of the evening, and a couple other big reception, or another big reception down here, and really just ran some good routes, blocking on the outside, doing a lot of things well. So, man, it's 50-50 between those two guys. I'm kind of leaning towards Roger. Mainly, we gave Devin Barnhill hit of the game one game earlier this year. But I think, man, if you score the team's only touchdown and have the game he did, it's hard not to give it to old Roger.
Yeah, I agree. And that catch he had right here in front of us, that was a tremendous catch. Went up and got it. And then I didn't think he was going to come down and maintain control, but he did. And he had some two big catches. And congratulations to him getting a touchdown here on senior night. So I concur with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. We wish we could give it to all these seniors, man. These guys played their guts out. Devin's a great kid.
And the linemen, man, the linemen just get so overlooked. And and I don't want to not stress it enough that those linemen are the heart of your team on both sides of that ball. They don't ever get their name in the paper, but they're the ones behind the scenes doing all the dirty work. And so those pretty boys can shine. And so those linemen and those seniors, shout out to them. It's been a rough year. You know, and what I loved about that there at the end of the game, Matt, is you had Devin Barnhill, you had all those. You had Devin Barnhill, you had Josh and Scotty. On that interception, you had those guys running down the field. They didn't just turn around and give up. They ran 60 yards downfield.
Yeah.
We're down, there's no way we're going to win this game, but they didn't give up. And that's what you love to see out of these seniors. And I just want to say thank you to them for, selling out tonight and allowing us to, give us something to cheer for.
Yeah. Well, it's seasons like this, you're going to take your lumps. And it's hard. It gets mentally draining.
Yep.
When you get running clocks a lot. You had a rain delay earlier in South Point. I mean, you need a lot of things to go right when you're dealing with young players anyway. And we just didn't get a lot of those breaks. That guy's hurt. Carmine Crabtree showed tremendous promise. Had that huge game against Oak Hill. 2 weeks later, he's out with a broken collarbone. At the same time, we get Bailey Ousley back. So we've never had our whole wide receiver core. Brendan Hall was hurt. Had concussion problems the last half of the season, so we just got him back tonight. So really our entire offense has yet to be on the field at one time. Yeah. So, there's a lot of things that had we gotten some of those breaks, maybe some things would have turned out a little bit different. But nonetheless, it's here we are. We got one more at Vinton County. We'll see if we go down. That's another one. I meant to ask Josh about that when he was up here because that's the one thing he's told me all year long is I just want to beat Vinton County. He's never beat Vinton County in his career. That's the big end of the year rivalry for Wellston. So all those kids are hungry for that win. Come out and support them, guys. I know as community members, and you hear it in us. We get a little bit frustrated sometimes, and we don't want that to be misconstrued that we're dogging on the players, we're dogging on the coaches. We love these kids, we love this program, and we want to see it succeed. And when things go bad. Sometimes we get a little passionate just like everybody else. So it's nothing against any of those people. But come out and support these kids. They've worked hard, really gutted out a tough year. To mention some of those linemen, senior guys, Xander Norton, Brendan Hall, Devin Barnhill. I think that's all the line guys. Jacob Walton, I think he's a line dude. Doesn't get in a whole lot. But mention those kids. They've hung around the program for a long time and put up with a lot of stuff. So, tip your hats to them. Come out next week.
You look at Jacob Walton. He's had life battles, not only football battles, but he lost his dad. Shannon Walton, which played football with me back in high school. His dad passed away a few years ago, kidney disease, which is near and dear to my heart. Mm-hmm. And so you got kids, and that's we talked about the football when we coach all the time. The number one thing we can do is as coaches and staff is these kids need positive role models. And football. A lot of times what all these kids have to look forward to. So someone like the Walton little young man out there kudos to him for staying with it, and in the hard situation he's had to deal with over the years, with the loss of his dad, and I know it was important to him. And so I want to say, all those players in those same situations, hang in there and keep fighting. And, the game of football is one of the best games in the world. And Matt is doing a karate chop on a mailer right now.
Wax on. Wax on. Man, had a moth. Yeah. That thing came at my head, looked like a freaking F-15, man. Wouldn't end it without some humor, man. Oh, no. Well, all right, guys. We're going to call it a season, I guess. I would forget sometimes that this is our last home broadcast because we got one more game. So next week we'll be at Vinton County. On the broadcast will be Bob and Jeff. Down in Vinton County. So those guys have been calling the game a long time. Yeah, if you can't make it to the game, make sure you tune in and listen to those guys. So your final tonight, 38-0 Megs came out on top in this one. PDQ player of the game is going to be the senior Roger Woods, and Monroe Collision hit of the game be Scotty Davis. On that note, I think we're going to call it a night. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan and Paul Peterson. Nate and I will be calling basketball here in a month or so.
Yeah.
And hopefully, I don't know if Scotty Cheatham's going to be back with us or not. I hope we can get him.
Yeah, I hope so too, because he did a good job last year. Of course, that name in Wellston basketball is synonymous. So he's a
Hall of Famer.
Yep.
So that's it. Final tonight from C.H. Jones Field. Megs 38, Wellston 8. I'm sorry. I'm Matt Peterson with Nate Mollahan, Paul Peterson. Good night. God bless, and we'll see you at basketball season.
Being an Army Ranger is a very fast-paced lifestyle. I was clearing the weapons cache at the Iraq when the building collapsed.